It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All righty, indeed it is. Wet and Wild Wednesday. Here we go. Love it. We got Schefter. We got the Carpmeister at 1:30. We'll do some fantasy talk because we love it. Maybe you will too. If not, maybe you could be convinced to love it. Maybe you'd be willing to learn. Maybe we would send you somewhere special to learn. It is Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, the loose cannon. Boys, how we feeling?
It's good to be back in the house, man. Feeling good today. Had a nice little lunch. City Barbecue came by and blessed all of us with some nice chow there, so that was good. But yeah, I can't complain right now outside of
the temperature in this room.
What is happening in here today? Because usually it's freezing in here. For me, I'm always cold. But today, I guess our boy E must have had the heater cranked up in this joint.
Cranked.
Because it feels sauna-ish
Sweating to the oldies.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's that bad on that side of the glass, too? Because it's brutal over here.
Well, CB always said that studio had a tendency to be warm. So that's not new news for us.
Here's the difference. You're allowed to leave that door open.
We cannot.
We can't.
Leave the door open, by the way. Great song.
It's
so sonic.
Thick in here.
3 doors down.
I'm looking at 2 fans, a vacuum, and a heater in our studio right now. We got it all, whatever you need. But yeah, E must have been a little chilly today because it's thick in here.
I mean, he was wearing a T-shirt.
He had a little flannel on, too, when he was walking. A little zip-up on in here,
I think he put that on later. It's 78 degrees in here.
It's hot right now.
I know you and I usually don't get too caught up in it. Like, it's fine. We deal with it. Somebody locked that thermostat years ago, never told us who did it. Yeah. And now we have no power to change it. Mm-hmm. So we are a captive audience, as they say. But I walked in here. He had that thing on full blast.
Yeah.
And I said, man, why is it so hot in here? He goes, I had the heater on. Mm-hmm. I said, well, it's warm. You heated up the room pretty good. Like, eventually you can turn it off. Like, I don't think you need it on, like,
for 3
perpetually
hours.
for 3 hours.
Right.
It's a box.
Yeah, it's just
we're in
here right now.
We're in a box
right.
that's airtight. And I think once you get it to a tolerable temperature,
shut it down.
Shut her down.
Shut it down. Listen, I did, though, because I understand where E was at with this, because when I got in the whip this morning, AR, I did throw on a little bit of heat, a little defrost the
heated
whip.
Seat.
Just a little bit. I got a heated steering wheel now.
Which is?
I got a heated steering wheel.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you.
Oh, my God.
No.
Yeah, fire up the golf.
Actually,
I'm proud of that.
Actually, I've said this years before you got here. Maddie will remember this. I think the most underrated option in a vehicle is a heated steering wheel.
Okay.
If you're not a glove wearer, which I'm not, I don't know, I outgrew that years ago.
Really? Even when you're outside in the freezing cold?
Just outside doing what?
No, I'm just saying, like, if, let's say if I'm
at a ball game or something, just watching and it's cold, I'll wear gloves.
Okay.
But every day I'm not putting on a pair of gloves.
I was about to say, you're built different.
Well, no, I'm just, I got to write stuff, out at the tailgate show. The gloves don't work. You can't use them. They're not user-friendly.
Oh, they got some gloves now where they have like little sticky attachments to wear. Well, I'm saying you can use your phone and all that. It's crafty. Just telling you, check it out. But go back to your point.
My point is, I think the most underrated accessory or option in a car is a heated steering wheel. We live in this climate, even on a nice fall morning that's 60 degrees. It just changes the game. Mm-hmm. It really does. Once you find that thing and you're like, because I don't think it's something that people add on. I think it's something, it came with the car or it just happened to be on the list of things. Mm-hmm. Did you know it when you got the car?
I was informed by the wonderful folks at McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion.
Before you bought it?
I did not. Yeah, when we were going through kind of the rundown, the checklist of everything my vehicle has to offer, when they got to that pushed me over the edge in a good way to say, that's the one that's coming home with me.
It's a game changer.
I can't wait, AR. I was tempted to use it this morning, but I said, no. It ain't that cold yet. Let's wait. And let's wait for that
delayed
moment.
gratification.
Yeah, I'm big on that, by the way. I am big on that, delayed gratification.
I like to make myself suffer a little bit. That way, when I get something, I appreciate it more. All right, well, we got a nice show for you today, even though we're in the sweat box. You and I doing 84 mock drafts. We'll have Dave Richard on at 2:30. Richard. Should I draft Alfalfa or Spanky? All right, so we got a lot to do. By the way, I saw the stat for the Bengals, just to throw them out there. Their defense allowed first downs on like 40% of the plays in the red zone last season. That's the second worst in the NFL.
That's nasty work.
The league average is like 31%. So now, by the way, that was with Trey.
I know. It just feels like another year of Joey B, Jamar, and T just shouldering so much of the work. And Chase Brown's going to be a dude for them. Micah Parsons was, I think, making some impactful plays for them a year ago. We know how great their offense is going to be. That's not going to be a surprise to anybody. But what you just said about last year, combined with what we saw from these dudes in the preseason so far, I'm concerned for them. I really am, because it's like you look at the names that are on the defensive side of the ball, and there's not a lot of guys where you're like, okay, I believe in him to be a consistent playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not seeing it right now. And then on top of that is, they got a whole new defensive coordinator coming in too, and Al Golden. So Zach Taylor, Al Golden, after their preseason run, they didn't sound too concerned about it. I would have been surprised if they publicly stated how concerned they were about it right now. But how could you not be worried about the Bengals defense after what we've seen so far? And again, it's just a preseason, but big picture, man, this unit is, I think, set up to struggle again.
Here's the positives angle, or the way you look at it. They don't have to be great. They got to be a little bit better. I look at them similarly. Not that I'm comparing what their ceiling is to a different sport, but I look at them a little bit like I look at the Jackets. If I was just trying to if the Jackets bar is making the playoffs and the Bengals bar is getting back to an AFC title game, they don't have to turn that 40% defense in the red zone into 20. They got to be league average.
I agree.
They got to get better. And so, like the Jackets were 5-on-5. They were a very dangerous team this year, scoring-wise. But the power play was 22nd, and the penalty kill was 22nd, I think. Just get a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just get your penalty kill up into the 80 percentile. Get your power play, although I think it was almost 20%, but that put them 22nd. So I'm not getting too greedy, but that's how I look at it. Like the Jackets were like 3.5 goals a game. That's 25th in the league. Just be a little bit better. Now, you also, if you are going to be a little bit better there, and here's the rub. If you do get a little bit better there, then the other part that you are counting on has to be a guarantee. The Bengals still have to be a great offensive team, which they should be.
Yeah,
they have to stay healthy. Joey B has to stay healthy. He has to do exactly what you think he's going to do. But if the unknowns can get a little bit better, then you're making a run at the Super Bowl, and the Jackets are making a run at the playoffs. Yeah. Special teams gets better. Yeah. It's all about just trying to. And that's why I was big on signing Trey over T if you had to, because I didn't want to weaken a weakness. That to me was death, especially at the NFL level. But here we are. And because when you think about it, what were the Bengals? 1 game out of making the playoffs? Mm-hmm. Okay, what were the Jackets? 2 points out of making the playoffs? I look at them very similarly in where they need to get better to take a step.
I'm not mad at the comp. I'm really not. I mean, I just, when I think about Cincinnati, they have no doubt a Super Bowl offensive ceiling. And I do think that this team can thrive, I think they can survive with a bad defense. But I don't know, AR, if they can thrive with it again this year. I really don't. That is not a world where you want to be if you're a team where you're coming out of the tunnel and your best path to victory is your offense scoring 28 points a week. That's a terrifying place to be. And they probably are going to have to be living in that world again this year unless we get some massive surprises because it can't just be 1 or 2 guys making a leap on defense. In my opinion, they have to have a handful of guys make a massive leap on defense for them to accomplish what I think they can accomplish with the offense that they have. And so my bar for Cincinnati this year isn't AFC championship game. It's just get back to the postseason. And that to me is a shot at the defense because they are going to hold back this team and what they can be in totality if they don't do their part. Because I just don't think that you can win a Super Bowl playing the style of football that they're probably going to have to play this year.
I think the key for them, and this is pretty obvious, I think if they can get some momentum early with that defense against some subpar teams or teams that they can probably hang with, no doubt, against Flacco at Cleveland, against Trevor Lawrence back at home. Like, I think if you can get some momentum defensively, you're going up against essentially a rookie quarterback in Minnesota in game 3.
I hear you, but AR, if you and I are Trevor Lawrence and Joe Flacco right now, we're looking at Cincinnati on that schedule, and we're saying we're about to eat. We're about to eat. Yes, they have the Hall of Fame talent on offense, but I don't think there is a offensive coordinator in the league that sees the Bengals on their schedule and is going to be losing sleep over having to go up against that defense. I may be proven wrong, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And so when you have that style of play as a team, it just always leaves the door open. I kind of liken it to AR having a bad bullpen in baseball. To where your team can get out in front in the first 5-6 innings and you can have a 4-0 lead, a 4-1 lead. But when some of those dudes start coming out of that bullpen door, it just gets dicey, and that's a backbreaker.
That's when you got to get in the hot tub time machine and go back to the 80s and 90s when guys were pitching complete games.
That'd be nice.
Forget the specialists.
That'd be nice.
You're going. Arm falls off. It doesn't matter.
That's just the feel I get from them, man.
What a weird thing that was.
Yeah.
That I would never have predicted in sports. That suddenly that it would get very specialized. When I was a kid, it was complete game city. If you were a starter, you were pitching well, there wasn't pitch counts. It was none of that. You went 9 innings. Complete games were a deal. And now you have a no-hitter, and they're pulling you.
It can get dicey. It can, because some teams have the long-term view of, we're going to be a playoff team. We need this guy to save his innings for that. But, I mean, look at the trade deadline this year. All the relievers that got moved. Like, that's where the game is at. You get your starter to go 5 or 6, you're good. Yeah. You're good, and you hand it over to the relievers, then they'll shut it down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Next week, baby. Can't wait.
All right, we're going to come back. We'll switch it up to the Brownies. They have their backup plan pecking order. Is it the right one? Rothman Ice in the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Sometimes I hear a sparkling sound.
Like when we say, all you have to do is point?
There it is.
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hi, I'm Coach Ryan Day, and I've seen firsthand how tough and resilient kids can be. But I've also seen the struggles that aren't always visible. Mental health challenges are real. That's why I'm proud to partner with the Kids Mental Health Foundation. Together, we're helping parents, teachers, and coaches talk to kids about mental health before there is a concern or crisis. Start making kids' mental health a part of every day with free tools and resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and with football back, Rich is ready to dominate the competition. You can lease the sleek 2025 Honda Accord LX for as low as $249 a month or finance with 3.99% APR. Upgrade to adventure with the 25 Honda Pilot Sport all-wheel drive. Lease starting at $429 per month or 4.49% APR. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
On Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. New customers opt in and get a free lottery ticket. Download the app and start ordering lottery tickets today. Use code VOCAL. That's code VOCAL on Jackpocket. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 or older. Jackpocket is a lottery courier and not affiliated with the Ohio Lottery. Opt in for $5 in non-withdrawable lottery credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at jkpt.co/draw5.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Jump on board now with the 20-pound summer slim down with Awaken 180 weight loss. Drop 20 pounds before summer ends and cruise into fall with a new routine of better health. Do what I did and find your results with the solution for weight loss at awaken180weightloss.com.
Keep your summer fun going in the best-selling Toyota Tacoma. Now through September 2nd, get 4.75 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or you can lease a new well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 double cab for just $289 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's hot out. Stay in the house and cool yourself with the sweet sounds of The Fan. You can watch on YouTube or tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan. It's the equivalent of putting ice cubes down your pants. All right! The Fan.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A lot more sunshine today after a chilly start. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid-70s across central Ohio, and then for tonight, partly cloudy with our lows down in the mid to low 50s. For Thursday, we will have a chance of showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast. Otherwise, we'll see some increasing clouds, partly sunny skies, and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Truth of the matter is, you're listening to Rothman Ice on 97.1 The Fan.
I didn't tell you guys that I finally got up to the Ohio Reformatory, not as a check-in inmate, but as a tourist.
How'd that go?
To Shawshank.
Mansfield?
That's right.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've all of a sudden the last few years I've gone on this movie tour, find the places.
Hoosiers, right?
Who went to the Hoosier Gym.
That makes sense.
Went to Hickory, back home in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I saw the Ferris Bueller House and the Risky Business House and
the Home Alone house.
I did not go by Home Alone, but
the Christmas Story house. You been there?
That is in Cleveland?
I think so.
Have not.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can. But good. On the list, Maddie. Good job.
They're doing tours, aren't
on
they?
the list.
But
I went up there, and I'll tell you, it was...
I like how you just pretended to write that down, too. You grabbed the pen.
How do you know I pretended?
Because I was really fast.
How do you know? Just might have just given myself a little hashtag. It's right up here, man. It's up here. It's all up here. All right, Brown's backup plan. Oh, by the way, real fast on the Shawshank.
Yeah.
So I went on the Hollywood tour where they have a tour guide. Not just a self-guided tour where you can go up into the administration's office and Warden Norton's office where he offed himself, and Andy Dufresne where he was, playing the music and all the stuff, and the tunnel and everything. I mean, cool stuff, really cool stuff. I did not know this, that Morgan Freeman, when he was, have you seen it?
I have.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
To me, it's a top 20 movie all time. But when someone says, hey, what are your 10 favorite movies? I never seem to throw it in there, even though it's incredible. So what I learned was, do you remember when Morgan Freeman is finally getting paroled and they stamp it,
Yes.
accepted or whatever, and that picture of the young Morgan Freeman, that's his real son.
Is it really?
They used his real son's picture.
That's cool.
For that. And I guess his real son said, well, the only thing I want in exchange is to be in the movie.
That works.
And he's in it when Andy Dufresne first gets to the prison. Now I have to rewatch it. I think that's all he wanted.
Just
he has he has a speaking line.
Oh,
so
he probably got a little check, a little coin from it.
And so that learned a lot about the whole place and years ago and how cool it is. But man, what a eerie place to be.
You do
in.
the crawl if you want to. The crawl through the.
through
Is that an
500
option?
yards of the most foul-smelling. No, that should. By the way, that should be an extra.
It really should. Like, hey,
just throw some. By the way, they said they used like what they use. They used like chocolate syrup and other things. And I guess Tim Robbins vomiting in there was like an ad lib.
Oh,
like it wasn't in the script, like in the
spot.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess he had the regurgitation reflex that he could call on whatever.
I got you.
All right. So the Browns' backup quarterback situation is set. Stefanski names Dylan Gabriel, the guy he picked 50 picks higher than our boy Shadur. And then Flacco's going to start. Pickett's gone. Deshaun's whatever. Let's hear Stefanski on Dylan Gabriel.
Short and sweet.
You look at it from a bunch of different angles. So certainly we made the decision and feel comfortable with Dylan serving that role.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's so surprising about it? I don't understand. I guess when Shadur came out in that first preseason game, he just lit the world on fire, and he looked like he was going to be a franchise quarterback, and now he's QB3. Who cares how this plays out? I mean, it's not – this is what's going to happen. Flacco's going to play. They're going to lose some games. He'll either get dinged or they'll eventually say, okay, it's time to go see what the rookies have. Dylan will get his shot, and then Shadur will eventually get his shot. Like, I think they're going to see what they need to see. I think in this day in sports, I feel like we're always trying to get every last definitive answer right away. Like, it has to be cemented. Like, there can be no nuance to anything anymore. Like, either he's getting screwed or he's not as good or he sucks. Like, there's just no evolution of anything anymore. And I feel like this was the natural pecking order anyway. The Pickett injury is what kind of threw a wrench into it, because I think a lot of people thought that he had the leg up on these two rookies, and then he got tweaked. Yeah. And then they showed something. You thought, okay, the value's there. Let's move him. A team wanted him. Like, I thought either to keep four, wait till somebody wants him, or this kind of creates less controversy in the room.
And the team needed him, AR. To your point, the Raiders, they had, I believe, Aiden O'Connell
broke his wrist,
dealing with a significant injury. So, yeah, that was always a little bit of the upside there with keeping four, is to have you as a quarterback, whether you're Pickett or Flacco, be an attraction for somebody else, and clearly Pickett was.
Here's the deal. Nobody listening can tell me that Kenny Pickett is going to come back and haunt the Browns. They're just not. And it's okay.
Yeah,
maybe one day he could play him and beat him. I don't know that. But I'm just saying you didn't trade your future franchise quarterback. And I don't know if either one of these guys are. They probably aren't, Dylan or Shadur. They're probably not their future franchise quarterback.
We'll see,
Could they be competent? Maybe. Could they grow into something? Of course. This was the natural pecking order of this. And there always is somebody that still has a problem with it. And RG3 has been a big proponent of giving the opinion that when it came to this battle between Dylan Gabriel and Shadur, that somehow he feels that Shadur was screwed over by not being given what he needed to succeed, to be on the same level in the audition process.
And make no mistakes about it. Yes, Shadur Sanders was a fifth-round pick, but he ain't never been a fifth-round talent. That's why in his mind, he is saying, I can change a franchise if you give me the opportunity to. Right now, Cleveland is not doing that. He was playing with the 3, 4s, and 5s offensive line. How many sacks did Shadur have in the game?
More than 5.
No, he had 5.
He had 5?
He had 5 sacks in the game, playing behind the 3, 4, and 5 offensive line. 2 of those sacks, he held the ball too long. The other ones, he never had a chance. Wide receivers, did he play with the same wide receivers that Dylan Gabriel did?
No.
No, he didn't. When Shadur Sanders was put out there with the proper talent around him, he excelled. 2 touchdowns. Shined on the big stage. I know it was a preseason, but it was the most watched preseason game in over a decade.
Irrelevant.
Shined. But when they put him out there with talent of guys that are not going to be on NFL rosters, that was the result.
Listen, his opinion is his opinion. He used to play in the league. I give him a lot of that, but he's still on the roster. He's still going to get his shot. And just because he's more polarizing than Gabriel doesn't mean that he should be the guy. When he said it was the most watched, that just tells me that he's more polarizing. He's the son of a Hall of Famer. He's the son of a legend. And he comes with more notoriety. But that doesn't automatically give him a leg up. They drafted him where they drafted him. Now, his point about 3s and 4s, like, I love how he said how many times he gets sacked, 5. And then he had, 2 or 3 of them he held the ball too long. Okay, well, then let's not say 5 sacks. Let's say 2 maybe were because of personnel. I don't know. It's a very interesting opinion on the process. Maybe he has insight that I certainly wouldn't have, but I just don't think that Shadur was set up to fail. He may not have been given every last help to be the guy, but maybe the Browns wanted it that way to see what he could do with guys he had been working out with all camp. Like he had the chemistry, at least with.
Yeah, then I think you want to see the same thing for Dylan. Then what I thought was odd though, because I'm not going to get caught up in what we saw in the last preseason game on either side. Because I thought Dylan looked good, Shadur didn't look the part, but I think what RG3 was saying, he was working up against some things, and that being a dicey offensive line. It is what it is at this point, but there's so much we don't know. There's just so much we don't know throughout these type of situations, right? We see one game, one window of time when it comes to the process of how these guys are doing week in and week out. We don't get to see everything that happens at practice. We obviously don't get to see the things that are happening in the film sessions and all of those things. And to me, all those things matter. What else matters is draft capital. And right now, Dillon Gabriel has that on his side. He was the 3rd-round pick. And so when you are drafted, which is, I think, very valuable draft capital, a 3rd-round pick, especially at that position, you're going to have a little bit of a leg up. What also didn't help Shadur was the injury stuff, too, right? He set himself back, no fault of his own, with the oblique injury. And so that probably took away some of the reps throughout the process last week to get him ready for the game. And so you're going to be up against it when you have that, and you're going out there with guys that probably aren't going to make it in the NFL. The only thing that I thought was fishy about this whole process here was when we didn't hear coming out of the good outing for Shadur that he was getting more opportunities to work with the big dogs on the roster. I thought that was a little funky for me. I don't know exactly what went into that, but coming out of that performance, I thought he had earned at least a chance in practice to go out there with the top guys on the roster to really showcase what he can do. He will have that opportunity now moving forward. I truly believe that, and that's what this is all about for both Dylan and Shadur, just grinding every day to be the next guy in line. Right now, that's Dylan. Will that be the same way in the next few weeks? We don't know. And so that's got to be Shadur's goal, is to make that the option for Kevin Stefanski, is that when Flacco fizzles out, whenever that happens, I'm the guy that you want to go to. And I think if I were Dylan and Shadur, that's all I'm worried about. Everything is behind you now. All you can do is focus on the everyday practice cycle that you're going to go through.
2 minutes, we come back with our guy, Adam Schefter. The Dallas Cowboys kick off the season a week from tomorrow. They have the Thursday nighter at Philly. What's the percentage chance that Micah plays? And the latest rumor on him. That's next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
When it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
You're kind of
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
NFL Playbook with ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Sponsored by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
All right, busy times. And we got our guy, the senior NFL insider, Adam Schefter, so we'll get right to it. Schefter, good afternoon, my man.
What's going on, guys?
All good. I heard your colleague Stephen A. Smith put a percentage on the chance that Parsons and the Cowboys would reach a deal by the opener. He says 25%. Do you co-sign that number?
I mean, I'm not going to put a percentage on it. I'll just say this, that I watched this week, Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals were nowhere, Terry McLaurin and the Commanders were nowhere, and they got deals done. So I've learned this lesson from covering 35 years of the NFL, that things get done when they have to get done. So that always increases the chances. But I would say in this particular case, there's been zero progress, zero. And it seems like there's a lot of feelings bent out of shape, and a lot of people are angry, and a lot of things would have to change for there to be a deal done in time for the opener. I know that can change with one call or one meeting today. I'm not aware of any progress so far. I'm not aware of any reason for hope other than the fact that it's August 27th or whatever today is, and things come together when they have to come together. So if there's going to be a deal for Micah, you would think that this would be the logical time. His back is tight. They don't know if he's going to play in the opener. He wants to get paid. They'd like to pay him, but there have been no discussions. It's a very complicated, layered, nuanced topic. So I don't know how you put a percentage on it. Today, a deal looks unlikely. But I reserve the right to change my opinion in the event that cooler heads prevail, logic wins out, and the two sides get together to do what should be an easy deal to make him the highest paid player, non-quarterback in NFL history.
I know you don't deal in rumors, but have you heard anything about a possible, door number 3 where they would entertain moving him?
I think that there would be interest across the league. The people that I've spoke to don't believe that the Cowboys will trade him. Not right now. After the season, could be a totally different story if no deal gets done. I think if no deal's done this season, I think the chances of a trade increase all the time. I think we have to see how it plays out here in the next week, 2, 3. See if they don't get a deal done, I would think that a trade is going to happen in the offseason.
Have you heard of any team offering them right now?
It's not that they're offering. The teams don't believe it's worth their time. They don't believe, other teams don't believe that Dallas will trade Micah Parsons right now. They just don't believe that. Now, again, could they? Sure. I'm sure a lot of people didn't believe that the Mavericks would trade Luka Doncic, and they did.
It's a very good. That's real. It's a very good analogy.
Yeah, that is real. Shefty, I know a guy a lot of people were keeping an eye on when it comes to fantasy football is Rashee Rice, and not really knowing what to do, where to draft him. Now it seems like we got a little bit more clarity as to what's next for him. Please inform us as to what is going on with the Kansas City star wide receiver.
He's going to accept a 6-game suspension to open the season. Obviously, it's not going to go to a hearing on September 30th. There'll be clarity on Rashee Rice. It's 6 games. He'll be out for the first part of the season, and they go on from there. Shoot, oh boy. Okay. Anyway, good. Look, let's keep going. Yep.
Wait a minute. What level was that? Is that the Richter scale?
That's a 5.
Okay.
Out of 10.
A tremor. Okay.
But it's something.
What's going on with Joe Mixon, Shefty, down there in Houston? I saw Nick Caserio had some quotes out there today, and if I were a Texans fan, I wouldn't like what I've been reading and hearing from him. The latest on the former Bengal running back.
They put him on the list where he's out for the first 4 games of the year. He hasn't practiced all summer. He has an ankle issue. Again, nobody's answered my questions as to I've heard a lot of theories about what's wrong with him. And I think they're hoping that he returns this season. But I think until somebody answers me and gives me actual concrete information, and I'm just going to lean on what I've been told, not what anybody's refuted, I think there's a question as to if and when Joe Mixon will play this season. Somebody wants to correct me, let me know. And he'll be back in week 5 or 6. I'm happy to report that. Nobody has told me that. Nobody, despite repeated efforts. So I think his status for this season remains in question. The entire season.
Wow. For the people that want to draft Puka Nacua high, how much would you warn them about where Stafford is right now?
I'm not overly concerned about Matthew Stafford and his condition. I mean, they believe he's going to play. So that's the situation. I think he'll be out there, and they're confident that back will be handled. He's 37 years old. He's got a bad disc in his back. Always risky, but he's going to be out there opening day.
One NFL franchise threw out a whole bunch of money this afternoon. The Baltimore Ravens getting a deal done with Kyle Hamilton. Highlight that deal for us, Schefter.
Yeah, it makes him the highest paid safety in NFL history. He's an unbelievable player, and obviously it's reflected in the type of deal that the Ravens gave him. It's a 4-year, $100.4 million extension, over $25 million a year, that makes him the highest paid safety in the league. It's almost being paid like a cornerback, like a linebacker. They use him all over the field like that. He's an incredible player, and now he's under contract to Baltimore through the 2030 season.
Were you surprised the way the Trey Hendrickson thing kind of came to a head, that he doubled his salary, but didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the deal. And there was a lot of conversations, a lot of hurt feelings, and that's why I say the Micah thing, you just don't know. Like, over the weekend, Trey Hendrickson's all worked up. The Bengals were all worked up. Got people cursing. I'm done with the other side. And then on Monday, they have a deal. So these things happen. Yeah. And that's where you draw hope if you're Micah. But no, did I think that the Trey Hendrickson deal would come together eventually? Yes. Did I think it was come together on Monday? That probably, but they obviously were working to get it done and finally were able to figure it out.
When the Brownies welcome the Cincinnati Bengals into Cleveland next week, will Quinshon Judkins be playing for the Browns?
No. He hasn't practiced all summer. He still is in some contract. Still don't know what the situation with the legal. I mean, I'm not reporting he's not, but that would surprise me. Anything's possible. But until he signs, how could he play? Yeah. He's not even under contract right now.
All right. Give me a hint. What will I be reading on your Twitter page in the next few minutes?
I don't know, but I gotten 3 texts and 2 calls, and we're going to hang up and we're going to get at it. But I can tell you, the NFL waiver wire is coming out here in the next 5 minutes, probably 5-10 minutes. Oh shit. Okay. Oh guys, I got to get going.
All right,
okay?
sounds good.
All right.
Okay,
amazing. All right.
Man's got a lot going on right now, to say the least. Like, it is crazy when you look at Shefty's timeline just today alone, all the things that he has reported on. And I love the authenticity of those segments with Shefty, to where you could just feel, right? Like, his mind is just all over the place because of just all the news coming in at once.
The cuts, the waiver wire.
Like, he's the guy that is responsible for reporting these things. Like, that's what he's known for. So he's got to be first on most of these things, but more importantly, he's got to be right. So, yeah, it's always fun to hear kind of how the sausage is made.
What would get him into that frenzy? Seriously, let's predict this. What would get him into that frenzy? Defensive guy, an offensive guy, an edge guy?
When you asked him the first time, there was a little bit of a reaction. He said that was like a 5. And then right there at the end, we got an blank from him. So that to me is higher than a 5.
Who's left?
It would to
Darius Smith.
Well, my mind went to something happened with Micah right there.
No. That's more than a 5. That's a 10.
No, that's what I'm saying. His last reaction was higher than a 5 the first time you asked him. So at the end of the call, it was, blank, I got to go.
But it made me feel like we were still talking about the same story.
Well, I don't think the 5 out of 10 was in relation to what caliber of player it was. I think just 5 out of 10 was how pressing it was for his job, meaning like
That's not Micah.
Meaning he was 50% of the way.
No, I'm saying at the beginning
having to
it
hang
was
up
a
immediately.
5. My
You
guess
think in
is
3 minutes it went from a 5 to a 10?
he said he had 2 missed calls, 3 texts. Like he didn't say
It could be anything though.
It could, but that's just my guess.
Like
Like
could
for
be
him
the
to say,
Raiders' backup kicker.
for him
Like,
to
who
say,
knows?
oh blank.
He wouldn't have said, he wouldn't have, he yelled curse word, I hang up. He wouldn't do that if it was Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Right, that's all I'm saying.
Just signed with
So,
somebody.
it's gotta be something
he
pretty-
wouldn't do it if, who else? Shaq Mason. He wouldn't do it on an offensive, he just wouldn't. It's either Clowney or Zadarius Smith. I'm just thinking of guys that are available. I don't.
You think that would get an O blank out of Shefty?
I'm thinking of a name. It's got to be a name.
That's why
Matty.
I said Micah. That's where my mind went.
Then it went from a 5 to a 10.
Yeah, I don't know. To go from a 5 to a O blank.
Yeah, but when I said,
I think the YouTube got the unfiltered version of that. By the way,
well, they always do.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody on the stream gets an advantage.
There you go.
You get the real deal. That's what I
Rothman and Ice, baby. Check us out.
It's Rothman and Ice, the director's cut. If you want that. All right, we'll see.
The director's uncut.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep.
Heyo. Boing.
That's not a boing. The boing is something.
I know.
Yeah, the boing is. It's more of a rim shot than it is a boing.
There you go.
More of a rim
that's
shot.
on 5.
There
So
you
that,
It's basically Matty shooting half-court shots. It's a
Which is
rim
awful.
shot.
Which is awful.
He's got me going now.
We'll see.
Because you're right. When I said, where is that on the Richter scale? It was like a 5. So it's like a tremor. You felt something. You thought you did. And then it went to now the chandelier's fault.
Oh, blank.
Like,
I gotta go.
All right. We'll come back. Can they win in spite of their coach? Somebody says no. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And, well, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
My name is Andre Roberts, and I'm a defender for the Ohio State men's soccer team. When I was in 7th grade, I fractured my kneecap. That was my first experience with Orthopedic One. My physician came in the room and delivered the diagnosis, and with the confidence that he had, it reassured me that I would be okay. And they definitely did a good job of knowing as a soccer player when I needed confidence, when I needed to be pushed, and they got me right back to where I was before my injury. Orthopedic One understood what it means to be a soccer player.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HR-V two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, haven't seen you around the gym for a while. Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get. Could it be lower testosterone? Lower T. Happens to most guys after 40. I was in the same boat until I started using Nugenix Total T2. Total T2, the new one I've seen on TV. Yep, it's the next generation testosterone booster for both free and total testosterone. It's packed with even more man-boosting power, sending nitric oxide levels skyrocketing in just 3 hours. It actually works? I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I've got more energy, better results in the gym, and things are even better in the bedroom. Send them a text and get a complimentary bottle.
Text now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the #1 testosterone brand at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, absolutely free. Text SIZZLE to 369-369. That's SIZZLE to 369-369. SIZZLE to 369-369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony sometimes likes to sit and stare at his bundle of Emmy Awards. Unfortunately, it's through the glass of the pawn shop. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, Drop King. Got some marching orders for you. One of these days, you have to take that last 8 seconds from Schefter and just have it as a drop. You mean this 8 seconds?
How much does Matt facing Peyton and Eli maybe help him as far as getting a game plan together for Arch?
Maddie, if I know how to drive a car,
I got multiple requests in the YouTube chat for
hey,
that.
if I know how to drive a car, does that give me an advantage to try to cross a crowded highway on my feet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just wanted to.
No.
I mean, I know how to drive. I know what cars do. Do I have an advantage if you put me on 315 and say walk across?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay. That's where my mind goes.
Yeah. I don't like that for you. Hey, real quick, Schefter during the break, the only thing that he tweeted was a story about Rashee Rice being suspended for the first 6 games of the year. So nothing new. He had already thrown that out there.
Yeah, that
looks like there's a nice article, but we are still waiting to see what the O-blank response was for.
I need to hear that again sometime. That oh no, oh God. Like it was like it was
He was panicked a little bit. For what reason, we don't know, but we know for a fact.
You can hear it in ins and outs.
Yeah, big Enos, B-U-R-B-E-R. Hell, I got to go.
Something was happening.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine being like your phone, like being on the phone with us and trying to be respectful to our time, but also have people literally trying to get a hold of you to break some type of news.
Well, Maddie,
it's crazy.
If we're here and he's here, doesn't that make it our time?
Technically, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah. It's fun, though. I enjoyed that. I love when Schefter's
learning about Cuba, having some food. There's nothing wrong with a little feast on our time. I feel like that was pretty amazing. I can't remember a time over all the years we've had him that he's had to just say, I got to go.
We've never gotten an O-blank, I got to go from him. A couple times he said, wait, I'm going to tweet something out, and he's done that.
Hang on a second.
He's done that live. But, yeah, that shook the room of Adam Schefter right there, whatever that was.
All right. Keep the prediction machine going. Penn State. It's weird to call them under the radar because they're not. Because they're ranked second in the coaches poll and third in the coaches, second in the AP. But the narrative around them is they will bump their head on the ceiling again. that is loaded as they are and how they could lean into the running game again, that somehow coaching will hold them back. It's weird because last year against Notre Dame, they played aggressive at the end. They didn't have to. But most teams would do that. You have Drew Aller. He made a bad throw under pressure. He threw the ball over the middle. And they didn't really have to do that. I feel like they are probably one of those teams that has the talent to win it all, but they will fight demons mentally. They will. And depending on who they'd have to play in a semifinal or a championship if they get there, that you would give a major advantage to whoever they're playing just because of that. But maybe last year did something for them, even though the opponents weren't like world beaters. Like they can't really hang their hat on, hey, we upset this team in the playoff, we're back for more. SMU and Boise State, despite Boise being ranked or seeded third, is not...
They didn't have the dudes top to bottom.
They didn't.
They did. They had Ashton Genty, and everything else around that was we shall see, especially when you start stacking up rosters. And that's always been my thing with the college football playoff, is that the, quote, Cinderellas, whoever they may be, can you go round for round with the big dogs? And I don't think that's going to be the case. And so they were a nice story, Boise State was last year, but we know how good the talent is over there in Penn State's locker room. It's never been about that. They've always had that box check, that's for sure. It's just about what are you going to do in the big-time games and the big-time moments. And for me right now, the Penn State Nittany Lions are kind of like the Cleveland Cavaliers of college football this year, to where the Cavs, we're going to watch them probably have a great regular season again, maybe win 60-plus games again. But nobody's really going to look at that and say, you know what, now we know exactly what they are, because they got to do it in the playoffs, and that's been the thorn in their side. The same thing for me could be said with James Franklin and his program, is that you know they got dudes over there, and you know they're going to clean up in their first 3 weeks when they play Nevada and Florida International and Villanova. But when you get to that first measuring stick game against Oregon, September 27th, what does that look like? And they have Ohio State, Indiana on their schedule as well. And so they're in an unfortunate spot to where I think they have a good roster on paper, but it's always going to be, for me, do it against the big dogs and then do it again in the playoff before I really start to warm up to Penn State being the next Michigan and Ohio State with all this experience coming back and that equating to a natty.
They have Ohio State and Indiana on their schedule.
Back to back.
I don't think I would have predicted those words. You know how much I was old school and NIL, ruining college sports and all that, but it's helped Indiana. It's helped them a lot.
Talking is talk.
There's some people are tabbing them with the Ohio State label. All those guys put off the NFL career to come back and finish and have unfinished business, and finish it. And there's a lot of pressure on Aller, and if they lean into the running game and it's successful, they'll be very difficult. Jim Knowles is there now, and they have denied Dennis Sutton, I think, is back. Like, they've got enough. They'll be in the tournament, and once you get in the tournament, they have experience being in the tournament. Not beating a big boy yet, but I think the expanded playoff takes pressure off teams like Penn State. They don't have to win them all. They just have to get in. And if they get in, then they have the talent. Can they overcome the coaching blunders that seem to happen? They had Ohio State on the ropes this year. That wasn't Franklin's fault. It was great plays.
Great
Igbenogson planted the interception to change the entire game.
Right.
When we get to the top of the hour, we'll play the bite that we were talking about not trusting Penn State, and can they actually use that against other teams. Second hour on the way. SportsCenter update here, top of the hour. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
USDA Choice Bone-in Ribeye Steaks are $9.99 a pound in the value pack with your digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. And that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Ben Sadler, Assistant Vice President, Commercial Lending, on what makes First Bank of Central Ohio successful.
What we do as a community bank is really, listening to, that company, finding the solutions that best need their business and is not just a universal product that you could get anywhere else.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels, and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and Columbus football is back. And what better way to kick off the season than driving home in a tough, reliable 2024 Toyota Tacoma from Germain Toyota of Columbus. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 72 months with 20% down, or lease it for $239 a month for 36 months for 10,000 miles per year with $29.99 due at signing. Head to Germain Toyota of Columbus today on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road. Your home for great deals all season long.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
That's on me. That's on me.
Are you doing the update live?
Oh, no, I'm not doing it live.
No?
No.
Okay. Why can't you just go to ESPN,
coming up.
And pull it up and say, sources say the Chiefs' Rashee Rice accepts a 6-game suspension. The Ravens made Hamilton the highest-paid NFL safety.
Keep going.
Bradley doesn't pick himself for the Ryder Cup squad. Little strange, he's had a great season.
We got a reunion.
Back up north, Adam Thielen returns to my Vikes in a trade.
There you go.
6'4", he probably has it at 9.35.
And the Texans are unsure of Mixon's status for the 25 season. This Sports Center update is brought to you by, I don't know,
an Emmy Award-winning Anthony Rothman.
I was going to throw out some ads, but I don't want to give free ads. But
here, we'll come back with it.
Could go back with...
like trying to snap a picture of Bigfoot. Nobody has ever witnessed Maddie eating a carb. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, we're going to hear Tyler's because he actually has a sponsor in it.
The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. NFL Today, Kansas City wideout Rashee Rice has accepted a 6-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy per NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Baltimore and All-Pro safety Kyle Hamilton agreed to a 4-year, $100.4 million extension, the largest for a safety in NFL history. In golf, USA Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley chose Justin Thomas, Colin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Cameron Young, Patrick Cantlay, and Sam Burns as his captain's picks for the event starting September 26th from Bethpage Black in New York. Baseball today, Cleveland Guardians host the Tampa Bay Rays at 1:10. Cleveland Slade Ciccone battles Drew Rasmussen. Cincinnati Reds visit the Los Angeles Dodgers at 8:40. Cincy's Nick Lodolo faces Shohei Ohtani. This update is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com.
Well, the tough part is we don't have a rejoin. Because we already played the rejoin. So, hello, we're back.
Good Lord, what is going on? It's Texas week.
It's Texas week, baby. We're still figuring it out. It's okay. We're working through the kinks. You know, that's like an offense. We're probably in, about 1st and 15 right now? Maybe like 1st and 20?
Well, I feel like if we were smart, we burned a timeout. Right, which we kind of did.
I feel like I just called 2 timeouts back to back on the same play.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Tough.
And the other
we've seen that before.
Well, we didn't burn a timeout when you handed me a helmet and said run in there and do an update. And then
that was really good.
And then we heard Tyler do the same update that we just did, which is great. You want to double up on those.
I should have refreshed the playlist. I'm sweating so badly right now. I think 15% of it is just because I screwed up, and 85% is how hot it is.
A little panic going. That's okay. We've been there.
It is so hot back here.
It's thick in here right now. AR and I have been.
Someone in the YouTube chat says you two have to take your jackets off. You're going to complain about the heat.
Very smart.
Well, tell them I don't have a jacket on. I have
like a jacket
on.
shirt.
I have a shacket on.
Oh,
that's what it's light. I can get away with this. You know, I can get away with this in here right now.
Whoever said that's correct. I haven't actually complained. I was actually just notifying what it was like. I haven't talked about it since.
It's like Aaron Rodgers saying, I've been immunized. Wasn't that the word he used?
Yeah.
That was like AR's version of that right there.
Have you been vaccinated? Yeah, I've been immunized.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Aaron.
Tom Brady's getting more access in his role as Fox analyst. So I guess they're relaxing the restrictions around him as a broadcaster.
Because he's part owner
of the Raiders.
Yeah.
So he gets to attend the production meetings when the broadcast crew meets with the head coaches and key players and all that.
Okay.
He's not calling his own team's game, right? I mean,
I don't think the Raiders are going to have a bunch of Brady games. Yeah, I don't think we got to worry about that, right?
He's going to be allowed to interview players off site. Okay.
Wow, I just blew a golden opportunity to debut our new drop because that was an oblique moment.
Okay.
That's me when I hear bum bum Sports Center and nothing playing after.
It was great too because I've been in your shoes where things like that happen, and the look in your eyes when you looked up at us, like the concern that was in there. I've felt your pain in that moment. It will never be worse than what I did with AR and Bobby. We're in
the exact same day.
No, this was great. Tell it again,
this
Maddie.
time next year.
It was right around March Madness, and we had a college basketball guest on. Right, obviously that time of year.
It was the kid from UCLA, right?
Was it?
The guy I forgot his name now. It's been so long. I think he played there, or who am I thinking of? We had a guy on college basketball. I thought his name started with an S. Is it Shane or something like or we didn't interview.
Remember it.
All right.
Either way.
Doesn't matter, right?
So I go to play the interview, right? Because sometimes we tape interviews and that's the only time we can catch up with people is we got to tape them and yada, 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 all those things. So we did that, and I'm ready to go, TLC. I've got the interview up there on my array, ready to fire off. The guys are ready to just relax and enjoy a nice segment and just listen back to the great work
Bobby
that they did.
Left the studio.
Probably. Yeah. Probably. And so I play the interview. It's the exact same person that we had. And about a minute into the interview, I see AR start to look a little concerned. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Like, what could possibly be wrong here?
I started listening harder.
And he hops on the talk back and says, Maddie, this interview is from last year.
Okay. Like a year ago.
That
same
was
guy,
me.
March Madness. He booked the same dude
on
year
the
after year.
exact same day. So when I looked in our folder,
Yeah, and it said so-and-so March 14th.
The month and the day was spot on, but the year was obviously off. When that happened, I wanted to just run out of here as quickly as I could. So that was me. So I felt your pain, and you probably won't do anything worse than that.
I don't know about that.
Listen, I'm trying to boost his confidence.
That's the worst it gets. We're fine.
That's what I'm saying. He won't do anything worse than what I did.
As long as we're all able to laugh at ourselves, we're all okay.
That's all we can do.
I dumped Schefty. That's the only legal part. The rest is us just laughing on ourselves.
It's a semi-dump, too. I don't know if it's a full.
Well, for the YouTube chat, they got it all.
Yeah. YouTube always gets it unfiltered.
They got it all. Shout out to our listeners in the YouTube
when
chat.
Torts was on for Hockey and Hounds.
I can only imagine.
People would text me and go, how come you didn't bleep that out? And I said, of course we did. We dumped it out. They're like, I heard it clear as a bell. And then it finally hit me that if you're streaming, there's no real FCC violation.
No.
So anything goes, or whatever the rules are.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are now.
Me either. Have they loosened them a little bit? Because now I watch TV.
Maddie,
and you watch.
Have they loosened them?
I'm just saying. You watch certain.
Anything goes. Just throw a disclaimer up there.
You watch certain networks and they're throwing out the S word and all this stuff, and it's just like, okay, maybe we've let our hair down a little bit more now in 2025 than years and years ago. Because some of the cuss words that you can say on TV now, you were not allowed to say just a few years ago, and now here we are. So maybe we'll have a little flexibility.
I always found that interesting amongst people I know that are in the business, and I called it breaking through your swear ceiling. Like when Twitter first started, or years into it, if you represented a company like we do, or you're a media outlet, you wouldn't type it out on Twitter. You just wouldn't. You'd put the first letter and then like an asterisk and a $sign and something else.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, about 2 years ago, I think, I started looking at some Twitter pages of people that I know in the business, and they were typing it out. And I was like, you just broke through your swear ceiling. Like somewhere along the line, you said, what the blank? I'm doing it. And what the blank, when you say it, gives you freedom. Freedom brings opportunity. Opportunity makes your future.
Oh, I think you should bottle that up and send that over to Coach Day for his pregame speech on Saturday.
I think he did it after the Michigan game. I think he did. I think it was I called it the no regrets playbook. I think that was it. And because the last thing you want in sports for sure, life, who knows, but is regrets of what might have been if we would have tried this, if I was a little riskier. And there, the old phrase that more is lost by no decision than indecision, or indecision than the wrong decision, rather.
Yeah.
And so I think he just decided that if I'm going down, I'm not going to think years later, what if I would have let Will throw it a little more? What if I would have taken some chances?
AKA shooter shoot. So what you're saying is, TLC, all the people out there, the women that he's been wanting to slide into their DMs, just go ahead and do it.
Mr. Harlow.
What do you got to lose, TLC?
Oh, yeah.
Slide in them
When
DMs.
I tabbed you, what's his first name? Jack Harlow. One day you had a bad cold, and I thought you sounded like someone that I had recognized, and then it finally hit me, and it was Jack Harlow. And then you even kind of resembled him a little bit.
Yeah.
So now your original baby Chet, I think, will always live.
I'll tell you what, man, the more and more of Logan Paul that I see,
there's some of that.
WWE.
Yeah.
There's some
Logan.
Telling you got some Logan Paul going on. And that's not a bad thing at all, because Logan Paul is a baller. out here, and congrats to him. He just got married. But, yeah, you got a little Logan Paul going on.
I can see a little bit.
Well, he's got the blonde hair.
Yeah, I've never been compared to a blonde before, so that was the first, what?
Yeah, I've actually got, the picture. When he wears his glasses.
There's a little Logan Paul in there.
When he wears his glasses.
Yeah.
You got a lot working for you out at the bars now. You could tell people you're a race car driver. They may not know. I mean, you could do anything.
I dress better because when I show up to work, I dress for the gym. If I dressed for work,
Oh, I get it. I'm the same way.
Maddie, do we have a gong on this side? I dress for the gym. Hey, everybody. Tuesday's arms and back. I'm dressing for that.
He's planning out his day, right? Like he's got work to do here when he's done with us. And then you want to just hit the ground running and get to the gym after that. So I understand.
Today I'm in athletic clothes just because I'm going to be sweating no matter what. My God.
It's warm.
All right, I'm done complaining about that. That's
I want to hear, this is Feinbaum on Franklin.
Yep, and he's saying he's going to screw it all up.
Penn State has an amazing roster with the quarterback coming back. And they did lose a coordinator, but they picked up one. It still has James Franklin. And this sounds like low-hanging fruit, but he is still the coach, and I've seen him in too many situations, like last year with a lead against Ohio State, like last year with a lead against Notre Dame, I think 10 points in both cases, and they ended up being the loser. And it's just one of the, Chris, it's just one of these, I have to see it to believe it moments. He is top of the line coach. He's a top 10 coach, but until he wins what I consider to be the ultimate game, I can't buy it. And I just would have to bet here in late August that James Franklin will find some way to screw this season up, probably even in the national championship game.
The kids are playing their tail off, and the coaches are screwing it up.
So, first of all, he really nailed him because he even killed him if he made the championship game. Like, did you hear that last sentence? If he makes the championship game, he'll screw that up. Like, wow. He can't even win for getting to the championship game in his mind. He'll find a way to screw it up for his team. Here's where he's right. Name me a top 5 game that he's won.
Can't find him.
And they had Notre Dame on the ropes.
Can't find him, AR.
That's the problem, is that he's just waiting for it to fall. But if you told me that Penn State was playing for it all and lost the old-fashioned way because the other team was better, then I don't think you can put that on James Franklin. And I think that would be a very successful season if they got to the championship game and lost to an equal value team or better.
I agree with that.
Now, if somehow there was a Cinderella that made the championship and he's in there and he's a 10-point favorite and loses, okay. Yeah. But, man, he took him, all the way, the old phrase, you can't win for losing. He had him if they're in the championship game, he'll still find a way to screw it up. That's pretty strong. Not just not make it.
Yeah. That's on brand for Feinbaum. He's definitely had some hot takes, not only, this offseason, but that's just what he does. That's why he's Paul Feinbaum. But, yeah, for James Franklin, I don't know if all of their shortcomings fall at his feet. Obviously, some of it does. Maybe even the bulk of it does. But I do think when you look at where he is now, there's a little bit of that Ryan Day energy going on, right? Because for Ryan Day, it was always, hey, the big time, the record is awesome against all these teams. And then the but was obviously the Michigan stuff. And then eventually checking the box of winning a natty, which he did, which is tremendous from Coach Day, as we know. But for James Franklin, he's finally, I think, looking at a roster that he truly believes in. And I think more importantly, a quarterback he truly believes in. Whether or not we believe in him, I'm not there with Drew Aller when it comes to him being a national championship quarterback and him leading the charge of being an aircraft carrier. But I do think because of where Drew Aller is in talent right now, that's going to provide, I think, one of the safest floors James Franklin has had in any team he's coached at Penn State, just because I think Drew Aller is one of the most talented, if not the most talented quarterback he's had.
Thought he played very well against Ohio State. I thought he ran better than people thought he could early in that game, and it made them believe that they could win it. I'm not a big fan of James Franklin, but that last little jab I thought was unnecessary. About if he makes the title game, he'll still find a way to screw it up. If he gets to the title game, it's a pretty damn successful season, I would say. We come back with ins and outs. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit BlueJackets.com.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Oh, illegal.
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambler.
This is 100% employee owned now. It gives them a sense of pride.
It's always been a family business. We've benefited as owners from the work of all of these great employees for so long. Well, now everybody's an owner, so now everybody has a stake. It really is the culmination of the family business. The family just got bigger. We all know there's a difference between working for a paycheck and working for something that belongs to you.
Call Rizzotti today at 777-4806.
Common Man here. Our friends at Care Heating and Cooling in Lenox are feeling the love. They're doing something extraordinary for Central Ohio families. The Lenox Feel the Love program provides deserving families and individuals with indoor heating and cooling equipment as well as installation at no cost. You can nominate someone who you think is deserving at feelthelove.com. Nominations be accepted through August 31st. Let's give back to our hometown heroes. Selfless neighbor, maybe who always puts everybody first. Community leaders like teachers, firefighters, and volunteers, or just families facing hard times. Whoever you think is worthy, send a nomination. As of 2024, the Feel the Love program has completed more than 350 installations with help of dealers like Care Heating and Cooling. Our friends at Lenox donate all the equipment, and Care donates the labor and materials, and the installs are done at no cost. Remember, the deadline is August 31st. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Do you feel that? The season is getting closer. Buckeye football comes your way in 3 days. Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Now is a great time to schedule a back-to-school dental appointment. Dr. Hal Jeter, president of the Ohio Dental Association, is here to tell us more.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right food, nutrition, and vitamins to grow strong and stay healthy. Help them maintain good oral health by brushing every morning and night, flossing, visiting the dentist twice a year, and developing good eating habits. As kids head back to school, it's important to know that foods and drinks high in sugar, acidity, and other cavity-promoting substances are often low in nutritional value, and they have the potential to create plaque capable of damaging tooth enamel. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and obtain superior ongoing education and training. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A lot more sunshine today after a chilly start. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid-70s across central Ohio, and then for tonight, partly cloudy with our lows down in the mid to low 50s. For Thursday, we will have a chance of showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast. Otherwise, we'll see some increasing clouds, partly sunny skies, and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sportsbook of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present In or Out.
Just a little of the old in and out.
There's no way. I'll do the first one. Are you guys in or out on the Schefty old blank being that that the Patriots claimed Tommy DeVito off waivers and plans to release the veteran wideout Kendrick the Bourne identity?
That wasn't it. But I do like the Patriots adding a little bit of aura to their quarterback room. Like I'm in on that, on Tommy Cutlets going over there and doing his thing.
Remember where we were riding the escalator with his agent,
which was his cousin,
Vegas,
I believe, right? Yeah, we were right behind him going from where we did our show down like the little food hall or whatever it was. But yeah, he was rocking the suit, the top hat. Like he was in full costume. Like I don't think he ever comes out of that thing. He's probably made some decent money doing it. But yeah, you're saying Tommy Cutlets over there with the Pats now?
That couldn't have been the old blank.
That wasn't it.
Okay.
Are you guys in or out on me dancing around the rumor when I was asking Schefty, and I didn't actually name the team because he was shutting it down? Are you in or out on the Packers offering a big trade package for Micah?
That does not seem like their style.
Right.
No.
For the longest, they didn't take wide receivers in the first round until this past year with Matthew Golden.
They didn't really take free agents either.
They'd have to give up a lot.
When you are trying to trade for a guy like Micah Parsons, to me, I think you should be a team that is right there. And he is the piece that puts you over the hump because you're giving up significant draft capital and then obviously paying him a whole bunch of money as well.
They'd qualify.
Would you take 2 first rounders?
Absolutely, I would. Yeah, if I'm Dallas.
If you're Dallas, take him.
I'd take him.
If you think you're not going to re-sign him, of course.
I think the trade, we got to look back, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but the Khalil Mack trade, he's had a lot of movement. I can't remember if it was
2 firsts.
What trade was that, though?
It had the Josh Jacobs pick, I know, was
the one with the Bears getting him?
Was that him going from
Raiders to Bears?
So it was 2 first rounders, one in 19 and one in COVID.
And the reason why I bring that up, AR, is because they're similar in age. I think Khalil Mack at the time was 26, 27-ish. And so I think that is a kind of like a framework I think would make sense if you are Dallas or somebody else. But I don't think they're going to trade him. I really don't.
I'll put some things in perspective for you. That wasn't that long ago. And when they traded for him, they made Mack the highest paid defensive player in NFL history. Do you know what his average salary was?
Back then, I'm going to say, AR, it was probably 28 million, 29 million.
23 and a half.
Now the market's at about 40.
Oh.
How about that? That's why it's always like a smart thing to pay your guys now. The known commodities on your roster that you know are good, pay them because the market is only going to keep leveling up. Then you got to pay even more.
Pay that man his money.
All right, so here are the relevant players in that trade. So the Bears got Khalil Mack in a second. That second turned into Cole Kmet. The Raiders got 2 firsts and a third. The 2 firsts were Josh Jacobs and Damon Arnett. And the third was Brian Edwards.
That's tough.
And then, there was like a 5th round and a 6th round, whatever.
Yeah.
But Bears made out.
They're going to pay him. I think they're going to pay him before
Micah?
next Thursday. Like, if you're Jerry Jones, you don't want the Cowboys fan base coming after you next Thursday night because Micah Parsons isn't out there. Like, you don't want that storm coming your way, right?
Yeah, but if he was gonna do this, he would have done it probably.
I'm with Schefty. Deadlines make deals.
They do.
And I don't think that he's not going to play next week. Like, that would just...
Wouldn't play. I mean, I don't know how well he'd play or how much he can handle.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I think the deal will be done before September 4th.
Before next Thursday. It would go with history.
Yeah.
That he does like the drama. At the end of the thing, I'll keep going to my... Nobody knows who's paying for dinner. And then he likes to swoop in and get the big reach for the... I got it.
Yep.
Oh.
He did it last year, AR. Remember? Day of their first game last year. They came into Cleveland. And that morning, we got breaking news that Dak Prescott signed his deal. I think we're looking at something similar. It may not be next Thursday, but I think before then, Micah will be making some big-time coin.
Oh, hello.
Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of took over your segment.
Well, we had a couple things to get to there.
Are you in or out on the running of the Bulls?
Only in the way that
You're not the Bull.
Only in the way that I root for the Bulls.
Yeah, that's. Whew. I wouldn't even want to be within 100 yards of a bull, let alone trying to run away from them. I'm washed
Matt, you
anyway.
mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Which is fair, right?
Got you.
That's fair. Like, if you want to go out there and try to run away from them, you get the world you deserve.
Would you be one of the people up in the balcony watching everyone get speared?
I wouldn't mind doing that. What does that say about me, though?
Yeah, I mean, he's up here flipping the switch on birds on that are federally protected. Now he's watching people get gored.
He said if they were federally protected.
I said
even
if
they were.
It's so easy. You call the Humane Society. I'll come out there.
We got to have Friday night football.
We'll relocate the nests, and everybody wins.
No way you're
Why do you
capturing
have
all
to
those
pick?
birds. Because I'll pick football over birds.
Because football Friday nights are not supposed to start at 4:30 p.m.
Correct.
There are ways to win-win on that. It doesn't have to be either or. Now, if Maddie wants to be on an iron balcony watching people getting gored, that I'm okay with.
He's okay with
Because they chose it. No, they chose to run.
That's what I said. Like, what was a True Detective season 2 or 3? One of Bobby's favorite lines. You get the world you deserve. If you go out there and you're trying to run away from bulls, hey, man, listen. You get a horn through your ribs or something? That's what you signed up for. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I know it's tradition, but you know where I stand on everything like that. It's probably useless torment. I don't feel like it's necessary, but it's a tradition for them, and I don't think.
Do you think Bobby would run with the Bulls?
We'll ask him in about 2 minutes.
He's built for that.
He wanted.
He's a thrill seeker a little bit. He went up with the Blue Angels.
Of course, he would run with the Bulls.
He's in on it.
Great content, by the way.
When he and I, did you guys ask him about that last week?
We talked to him like right before he did it. It was
we don't have
amazing.
the post-game report.
It was right because he wanted to do his hit at 1 o'clock last week because it was right around 1:15, 1:30. He had to go do that. So we talked to him right before that happened.
You want to dial him up in the cockpit there?
Yeah, I was a little nervous.
When we were doing the show together, he claimed that he wanted to somehow either jump on the back of a great white shark or something, or right?
Yeah, it was
give him a
something
good
like that.
tap.
Yeah.
Taparoo.
Yeah. He's a little bit of a thrill seeker.
You go in the cage.
Yeah.
Cage goes in the water. Shark
That
in
is
the
what
water.
I won't do.
Our shark.
I will not do any cage diving with sharks.
He didn't want a cage. He said somehow he would show that shark who's boss.
That's on brand for him. He used to. What did he say when we were sick? Show your body who's boss or something. Tell your body you're not sick.
You tell that virus who's boss.
Hey, real quick before we get to Bobby, are you guys? I don't know if this is true or not, but I've seen this floating around that Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson have filed for Gold Digger to become a trademark. Are you guys in or out on that? I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm seeing it right now.
You mean like Pat Riley got 3P?
Yes, that's what they're trying to do with, quote, Gold Digger.
Who's
Gold
How
Digger.
are they selling it? How are they? You mean on hats and things?
I don't know. I'm just
going
saying
to turn
headlines.
it into some sort of apparel company
So
or
I'm not
something?
mad at. Get the bag. The same way Angel Reese did the kind of the Me Bounds thing and made money off that. Make some money off of it.
I thought you were going to say that Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick announced that
it's a rat.
There's a baby on the way.
No, there are fake tweets about that, though. I've seen multiple fake tweets today about that.
Who are they playing next week? North Carolina. Or this week, I should say.
We got Bobby on hold, man.
Is he on hold?
He's probably listening.
All right, probably.
We'll TCU this week.
We'll give him a 2-minute warning. And then I also have to ask him about the whole Portnoy call out. See where he stands on all that.
So we got that. We got Sharks. We got Plains. We got a lot to talk about.
And Ohio State and Texas.
Hey, you can get a good look at a T-bone. We'll talk about the Bull as well. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little Chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money. So he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Mira, Jorge, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the tin man.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Matty promises he'll continue to do the show even if he wins the lottery. If only we believed him. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, I wasn't here last Wednesday, but if I were, I would have looked at Matty and said, that's right, Iceman. He is dangerous. He's my man, Bobby Carpenter. He's with us now. Congratulations, my friend. I would say I've only known one other person that's done this. And where did flying with the Blue Angels land on your achievement list in life, or hopes, dreams, bucket list kind of stuff?
It was something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I've kind of, people have kind of asked and like, wait, was this something you'd be interested in? And the thing is, you got to like block out 2 whole days. It's a big commitment, and especially it's right at the cusp of football season for this. And I've always kind of like, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Someone asked, like, hey, here's what you got to do. You got to get a physical to make sure you're not going to die up there. And, well, at least make sure it's just not going to kill you being in the plane. I guess you still could die either way. No Dr. Rothman's going to guarantee that. But it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I've got immense respect for anybody that flies those things. I've always had a ton of respect for our armed services, but those guys up there, it was awesome. And I told Matty Major, Scott Locks, call sign Goldie, if you will, Northern Virginia guy. However, he met his wife at the academy. She is a Central Ohioan from Gahanna, went to Bishop Reedy High School. And he's like, she's trying to get me to move back here. And I was like, I want to get some space. I'm like, listen, buddy, we're flying from like here to Chillicothe like 10 times in a row. I go, there's plenty. You want some space? I go, there's some green down there. So pick something out. And his wife was 39 weeks pregnant, so she couldn't come home for the air show. But I was told by a family friend of theirs that I randomly ran into like later that week that he was able to get back for the birth. He flew. I mean, those planes can go a little bit, Rothman, if you need them to. Yeah. So he was able to get back to Pensacola, and they happily had their 3rd child. So I was very happy for him, and just it was the most awesome thing I've ever done. Painful and challenging, but yet phenomenal at the same time.
But it was a lot. The wrong word is worse, but a lot more challenging than you even thought or anticipated. What did you think going in, and what did it turn out to be?
Well, I watched AJ. You said you know one person. AJ's done it twice. He did the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels. He threw up and passed out, I think, both times. And someone goes, you went back for a second? He goes, I thought it might be better. I thought I could improve. And I was prepared for that, so I didn't eat. I knew there's a probability I could get sick. Wasn't worried about that. I knew the blackout was preventable if you really you got to strain, man. It is the hardest thing I've ever done. AJ said before he passed out, he goes, I just started screaming to try to keep myself awake. It didn't help.
So when you pull the G's, is that when he goes vertical or when he's rolling?
It's just either going vertical or like banking. It's like a roller coaster. So when we just spin in a circle, like the barrel rolls, that's what actually made me sick. I was like, oh, God. He's like, no G's, it'll be easy. I'm like, dude, we just spun a 360 3 times in like 6 seconds. Like, where else can you do that? Nowhere else in the world. So it was wildly hard. That's what kind of started the sick train going. But the G's, It's like Top Gun, and blacking out is very similar. It's the porthole closing in on you, and it feels like that elephant is crushing your chest. It was tough.
So coming in here on Monday, the hope was we'd be talking about a lot of Ohio State and Texas and what we're going to see on the field. That unfortunately took a turn yesterday when one Dave Portnoy decided to hop on social media and throw out about a 6-minute video to call out Ohio State Ross Bjork, and not only those two parties, but yourself as well, Bobby. We'll give you the floor if you want to address that, and also kind of just talk about your understanding as to what is really going on with Fox, Big Noon, and everybody else.
Well, what's interesting is they brought the live show back that I do with Austin and Berm, and Jay-Z's on there, and I kind of said, hey, it's big game, Big Noon. Fox got Portnoy there. I'm sure people are pumped about that. And Austin was like, oh, I'm sure they are. From what I've heard, they might not even want him. They might not even let him in the stadium, or they might not want him in the stadium or something like that. I was like, well, I'm sure there's people over there that weren't thrilled when Fox hired him. And that was kind of the end of it. I'm like, he's kind of like Pat McAfee, except Pat played, and he says some controversial things. I enjoy some of the stuff he says. Some of it you can leave. That guy's made a boatload of money. Kudos to him. And, that was kind of it. I mean, there wasn't anything inflammatory, with me on his end. I mean, whatever. Guy can do whatever he wants. But, and that all of a sudden steamed into him throwing, like Bobby Carpenter said, with a certainty, 100% coming from Ohio State. I didn't say anything of the sort. And I don't even know if that's true. No one had said anything to me about that. So, Fox, it's interesting because, Ohio State, they put them on Big Noon a lot, but then you go and bring in a guy like this. So I'm like, are you really being the best partner there? What are you trying to achieve or accomplish? And I guess he's got, Barstool AM now or mornings on FS1. So there's more to it than this. This is what he does. And you know what? He's made a great living doing it. So I tip my cap, 20 years ago, 10 years ago even, I would say, let's have a charity boxing match or a UFC fight, me and you, and we'll solve this, however. What do you weigh? What do I weigh? We'll split the difference and come on down. And, to the winner goes the charities. But, I mean, I'm 42 years old. Kudos to him. And, I'm sure it'll be interesting to see how good it is. I don't know.
What's your gut on this game on Saturday?
I don't think it's going to be very high scoring, but I don't think the last one was either. I think it'll probably look a lot like that. Both coaches have young quarterbacks. You're going to want to protect them, put them in good situations. I think they'll take shots. There'll be some level of aggression, but I don't think you're going to see either quarterback trying to throw it 40-plus times. You're going to try to run the ball. I think both these guys will want to kind of shorten the game. Like I said, I think they'll take shots. But Texas, if you're Texas, you don't have any idea what Ohio State's going to run on defense. There's no roadmap for what you've seen. Matt Patricia came from the NFL. Hell, he was coaching some offense before in Philly. You've got this new group of guys, a lot of guys left. What's it going to look like? And so it's going to be a minute for them, hopefully, to try to figure that out, exactly what they're doing. And hopefully Ohio State and Matt Patricia can keep them on their toes enough to buy them time for the offense to get rolling.
When it comes to Julian and when, in your eyes, he's really figured things out, what are those boxes he needs to check in your mind, Bobby, to where you look at him and say, okay, now I feel that Julian has not only a good feel, but a great feel of everything he's got to do?
I think it comes down to what Ryan said. What's his message to Julian Sayin? Win the game. Don't worry about, did I throw for 300 yards? If you throw for 190, but you didn't throw any picks and maybe you rushed for a touchdown, but you beat the number one team in the country, great. Box checked. You'd rather do that than throw for, 450, 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. You want to be efficient. And Maddie, maybe that's pulling it down on 3rd and 7 and trying to go get 5 yards, get to 7. If you can't get to 5, maybe that puts you in position for a field goal. Maybe you can go for it then. Maybe it's just not making that ill-advised throw. Those things, it's just the experience factor. And then the leadership of the team. He's a young guy. He hasn't been out there taking control, taking command. Like Ryan said, your objective is to win. Whatever that looks like. Maybe that's leaning into the defense a little bit. But whatever you've got to do is just kind of finding a way. Because, there was games with Will that didn't always look incredibly pretty last year. But make your layups. When the shot's there, go take it. But the biggest thing is make sure you limit the downside.
You mentioned the defense, and let me ask you about that. Matt Patricia, you know him well. What kind of risks does he have to take? Does he need to take on Saturday?
I think you're going to want to try to spin the dial a little bit on Arch and keep him guessing. Like in Sark, they've got talented players just like Ohio State, and so you don't want them to ever get a beat on you. So I think, you'll probably see some blitzing. You'll see some coverage. You go watch New England. I mean, it's crazy what he would do. They'd bring 6, they'd drop 8, and I think he's going to try to mix it up a little bit to obviously keep them guessing. I mean, that would make sense. It's not like you have a team last year where, like Jim Knowles, you always saw 4 down. Like, that's what you knew you were going to see. I don't know if, like, the personnel are kind of built like that this year, and you've got a smart group of guys, and there's a lot more versatility in this defense for players to make calls during the game that could maybe just impact 2 or 3 guys, but it will give everybody a different look.
Real quick, Bobby, zooming out from Ohio State and Texas, just Micah and Jerry just cannot figure this thing out. I said I think the deal will get done before next Thursday when they take on Philly. What's your gut telling you?
Gosh, have either of you watched the Netflix series yet?
No,
Not yet.
No, I haven't.
Oh, Coach, you need to get it in before the season really gets rolling, because I was talking to Bodie about it. I finished it 2 nights ago. It's tremendous. And someone asked Jerry why he doesn't hire a GM. Why don't you distance yourself from these decisions and all the criticism and everything else? You know why? Because I like the pain. I like the pain. So that's that's like one of the final lines in the show. It's on like episode 8, and I would think that they would get this done, but it seems to me where it's gotten really personal. And Jerry loves to get personal with his players. And like you see Michael Irvin and him, they're like 2 peas in a pod. Yeah. When Michael Irvin's going through his arrest stuff, he's like, I'm always here for you. Because I think Jerry wishes he was at that party with Mike Irvin sometimes. Like that's the kind of relationship he had. There's a little bit of that in him. So he sees it in those guys. And I think that's why he's always had a great relationship with his players. And I don't know how this got so sideways, but I think it got a little too personal. I'm sure there's a number where you can make everything right, but Jerry likes to, Jera, as they call him in there, likes to win. And, I think Mike is kind of resigned to kind of deal with this. I honestly don't think he plays it without a contract.
Okay.
So I don't know what the hell happens.
The only guess that I would have is that Jera thought he had something worked out, maybe thought that Micah then wasn't negotiating in good faith, that they had something, and then, all right, talk to my guy, and things changed, and Jerry didn't like it, and here we are. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the things change because deals change.
Yeah, I know.
So you talk to your guy, and other people have deals, and I get it. Believe me, I'm not against Jerry in this. Like, I think both parties can have some validity. Jerry wanted to make him the highest-paid defensive player, non-quarterback. Like, I believe that to be true. So who knows what's going on.
Did you refrain from dropping any Top Gun quotes in the cockpit?
Oh, are you kidding me? Like, those guys know exactly.
I know. Did you? Like, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby. Did you?
I go, we're going to get a flyby? And he goes, we'll get a flyby.
Okay.
And as we did the stadium, he flipped me upside down. And we did the ride for, I don't know, probably, I think I timed it was like 15 seconds. We were like 500 miles an hour upside down, like 800 feet off the ground. I go, it's a shame we didn't have a Polaroid. He goes, to keep up foreign relations. Good for them. Rothman, those guys did that for that reason. They know exactly what they're doing.
Running with the Bulls, would you do it?
I don't know if I would at this age. There was a point where I probably would have. The thing is, I put my trust in that pilot because I know that guy's one of the highest trained, best people in the world. I don't have that same faith in some 2,500-pound steer that's running behind me that could impale me rectally with one of their horns.
I've had the old bull. Now I want the young calf. Didn't you claim to me on a show when we were hosting together that you would, like, saddle up on a great white for some reason?
I said that I would, if there was a great white that was beside, you ever see how they get them out by the island and they're like feeding them and stuff and they're trying to tag them?
Chum the waters?
I said, as long as there wasn't any other ones around and there was a ladder right behind me, that I would jump on its back because it would startle it and it would swim away. And they're big. It's like
snap back.
It's not Rothman. That thing isn't like, it's 25 feet long. By the way, tomorrow is Quint's birthday, or his actually passing, so that's pretty exciting. But I need that ladder right by there, so I got to be able to get up and get out of it. I think I could pull that off, and for the right price, I would be more than willing to do that.
I mean, it's a perfect engine, an eating machine. It's a miracle of evolution. Yes. All it does is swim and eat and make little sharks. I really don't know why you'd ever do that. All right. It's good to have you. I'm glad you're back on U.S. soil safely, and we'll see you Saturday.
You told me, Rothman, everyone has a price.
That's right. You got to name that price. You did. Thanks, bud. Talk to you later.
Let's have a good one.
There he is, Bobby Carpenter. Morning Juice, and also here on Rothman and Ice. We come back with a Buckeye Bulletin. Urban offering some advice to a young quarterback. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. Get Eco.
Aaron, what's your favorite holiday? Labor Day. No, really. What's your favorite holiday? Labor Day?
Get Eco.
Labor Day is when we celebrate the working people of America.
Like plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians?
Sure, but we're also celebrating nurses, police officers, office workers, firefighters, school teachers, landscapers, and those people who faithfully pick up our garbage on trash day.
And waiters and waitresses?
And car mechanics and...
And daycare workers. We can't leave out daycare workers. Hooray for Labor Day!
Jerry, when you look at working people, what do you see?
I see the people who built America.
I see love.
Love?
Love with its sleeves rolled up.
Wow. Working people are the people who take care of everybody.
Labor Day is when we celebrate the working people who built America and keep it strong.
Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Get Eco at geteco.com.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Purple Wave Auction remains the trusted leader in online equipment auctions. What makes the difference is you. You are part of our growing global community that continues to trust Purple Wave with the equipment that builds and feeds America. This trust placed in us by our community, from construction to ag producers and fleet drivers, brings great equipment opportunities to their next owners. Join the Purple Wave community today. PurpleWave.com.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, Buckeye Bulletin time. Let's check the current tale of the tape. I don't think anything's truly changed about Saturday at noon. Ohio State and Texas. Ohio State now a 2-point favorite.
It's come down
in some
a little
places.
bit. Yeah.
2.5. It was always under a field goal.
Right.
So it was under a key number, nearly a pick 'em. Over-under is ticked down maybe a half, 47.5. So it's a squeak-out kind of a game. It feels like I said before, if this game is not in doubt in the fourth quarter, I would be very surprised.
And I would be surprised as well if we see offenses on either side come out and just hit the ground running. Like, that would be a surprise to me. Because not only is it the lack of experience for both quarterbacks in the game, but it's game number one against a defense that you haven't practiced against every day. Right, getting the new looks and all the things that are going to be thrown at not only the quarterbacks but the offensive lines and just all the weapons too. Like, yeah, I would be surprised if we're talking about a 34-31 type of game. Like where it goes, Matty?
Yeah. If that happens,
yeah.
What that tells me, mistakes.
Okay,
turnovers,
maybe a pick six in there,
punt, maybe something that leads to points more than the traditional getting toasted deep all the time or giving up home run.
Yeah.
Running plays, and I think that's why Ryan Day, on Tuesday was more like, and I kind of felt it when I was listening to him. He didn't say this specifically, but my mind goes to more games are lost than won, especially out of the gate when you're playing big-time opponent. That mistakes will lead to points. Guys will be in the wrong position because it's game one. Somebody could get burned somewhere.
Yeah.
A linebacker gets caught up in the wash. Yes, you could have some crease plays, and we could go that route. But for the most part, it does feel like if you're going to have some kind of weird game in the 30s, that it won't be because they were just going back and forth in a track meet.
Yeah, like I don't know if, that first Ohio State and Oregon matchup last year, the end results sucked for Ohio State, but the game as a whole I thought was a pretty well put together game. Obviously, there was penalties and all. You're going to have that in every game. But I don't know if we got Oregon, Ohio State last year, week 1, if it feels and looks the way it did, what was that, week 4 or 5 last year. So I just think these type of games, while, yes, they are exciting to see on paper, the brands, the rankings, and all of that, like the game may not be that sexy. And it may not be that sexy of a game to watch.
It also will go to what we were talking about with Bob, which is how many chances do they take offensively to do what we're talking about, to really give their guys 50-50 chances, to go for it a little bit.
I think it goes back to AR. A similar thing can be said not only for players and coaches. Take what the defense gives you. Just take what they're giving you, right? Like, you can't force things. Because then I think
taking what I'm giving and I'm working for a living.
If you're a quarterback or a play caller, that's where things can get a little sticky, is when you're trying to show that you're this or that, regardless of who the opponent is. Just the game is going to dictate where you go in certain spots. And we know how elite they can be with just how good the players are over there. But when games are the playing field's leveled out a little bit, I think you just have to roll with the punches throughout a game. And sometimes that's playing games, in a conservative way and not going high-flying stuff. And sometimes it's going to be required of you to be a high-flying act. I think at some point in time, Ohio State will have the ability this year to be able to do both.
When Sayin transferred in a year and a half ago, it was weird because they had 2 high-end freshmen at the time. I know they were behind Will, but they had Aaron Nolan, who was a top 30 recruit.
Where is he?
And
right now?
Where is he now?
South Carolina.
Yeah. And
he's backing up Lenore Sellers down there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Nolan was the big pocket guy. Sayin was actually listed as a dual threat guy, I think, or was it the reverse? When they were talking about them recruiting, I can't quite remember, but Urban Meyer talked about the advice and what he looks at in a young quarterback. Here it is.
I hate to say it like this because you never want your quarterback playing like this. I'm talking to a former quarterback. He can't screw it up.
Yeah.
He's got a I'm sure, they got excellent coaches and Ryan's expert quarterback coach. You give them so many easy throws. You don't need to win this game, Julian. You do not have to do that. You have enough cats around you. So you're going to see a bunch of screens, I would imagine, to Jeremiah and that crew. You're going to see a strong run game. You're going to see easy throws. And you know what? If you don't, and I would always tell these young quarterbacks, get us 2 first downs and your job is accomplished. That's all you got to do. And young quarterbacks, the way the mind works is, especially, the older guys, you can say whatever you want to, but a young player, especially that position, you start saying things to him that is a little bit too much to grasp. Their body, they start to shut down a little bit and get panicky. If you tell a quarterback, hey, Joel, you're my quarterback. You're a young guy. Just visualize this. We're playing in front of 110,000, 30 million on TV. Get us 2 first downs. And look around. And I used to do this. I said, look around. You got Jeremiah right there. You got the tight end. You got this up. All we need is 20 yards, and we'll win this game. And all of a sudden you see this young player say, damn, I can do that. 2 first downs. And in the course of the game, other things are going to happen. But as long as you're playing on that side of the field, which you will, with 2 first downs, I think Ohio State wins the game.
So he's dead on right about the old phrase paralysis by overanalysis, especially when you're dealing with a young quarterback. The only way that would change, I would say to him, is that if they get down. If they're down 2 scores at half, then it changes. Then the whole dink and dunk may not be the game plan. Like he said, and things do change.
Yeah.
But that's a hell of a way to start. I agree with him.
I think if you're Julian, you adopt Will Howard's mentality going into last year. Will Howard on record said, I know I don't need to be a superhero. I don't need to be a superhero with the guys around me. You adopt that mentality if you're Julian. I think things can have a chance to start off pretty well for you and maybe even end even better than that.
That's today's Buckeye Bulletin. We come back, top of the hour, Sports Center update. Maybe we do it live. And also a deep dive. Don't be surprised if TLC's got him ready to go. Rothman Ice on the Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Keep your summer fun going at Toyota's National Sales Event. Now through September 2nd, get a stylish new 25 Corolla with 4.99 APR financing or 5.99 on Corolla Hybrid. Excludes Corolla Cross and GR Corolla. Or lease a gas-powered Corolla LE for $199 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels, and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
It's the Ford Labor Day sale event at Valley. F-150 and Lightning, Escape, Explorer, Bronco, Expedition, Mustang, and Mach-E. All brand new 2024 and 25s. Buy yours with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, plus 0 APR for 48 big months. And all with a 2-year premium maintenance plan added. Hurry in by Monday and choose from over 600 in stock at Valley Ford of Columbus in Hilliard. Open Labor Day, 11 till 4.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats live from the stands, and we've got a special update. Sources confirm fans using the Vivid Seats app are racking up rewards with every ticket and doing it fast. With an unbeatable lineup of seats and perks that go the distance, why use any other app for game day? Don't fumble this season. Grab your tickets through Vivid Seats, download their app, earn rewards, and as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, get $20 off your first $200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. 3 days from Texas to Ohio State, Longhorns receiver Emmett Mosley remains limited this week per Steve Sarkisian. Last year, the Stanford transfer posted the most receiving yards by a Cardinal freshman since Richard Sherman. Baseball currently in Cleveland. Rays lead the Guardians 3-1 after 3. Cincinnati Reds visit the Los Angeles Dodgers at 8:40. Cincy's Nick Lodolo faces Shohei Ohtani. Reds 3.5 games out of the third NL wildcard spot. NFL today, Kansas City wideout Rashee Rice will accept a 6-game suspension for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Baltimore made Kyle Hamilton the highest paid safety in NFL history with a 4-year, $100.4 million extension. In golf, U.S. Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley did not choose himself to play. Arnold Palmer in 1963, the last U.S. dual captain. This update is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
All right, final hour of the program, Rothman and Ice. Dave, Richard. 2:30, CBS Sports, NFL Draft, Fantasy Football Today show. Got a lot of questions. Need answers. I needed answers from Schefter today. And then at the end of the program, or the end of the segment, when we're about to ask him something else, we got this.
Okay.
I got to go. I love it. So I was doing some predicting. I have not seen anything that would register that kind of panic. So it means either that something was moving on the Micah story that isn't ready to go yet, and he doesn't tweet rumors. It certainly wasn't Kyle McCord going back to the Eagles on the practice squad.
Okay.
Wait, Kyle McCord's going to the Eagles practice squad.
Okay.
We're going to wear that out.
Come on, one by one.
It wasn't Tyler Huntley getting scooped up by Maddie's Ravens practice squad.
Okay.
Yeah, come on home, Snoop. Come on home, Snoop. We need you.
It wasn't your boy Xavier Restrepo signing with the Titans practice squad, was it?
Okay.
He's still there. You know I'm a big Xavier Restrepo guy. I'm in on that. He's got some work to do. I was a little worried.
Dude, this one replaced the Boeing. This is great.
It wasn't the 49ers, the Dolphins re-signing Jeff Wilson to the Dolphins practice squad.
Okay.
And my original thought of the Patriots claiming former Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito.
Okay.
Let me.
That's a real one, though.
Let me go.
Those were all real, but most of them were practice squads.
Let me see something here.
Oh, man, he's looking.
That's the new Michael Scott.
It's all happening. It's happening. Yeah.
Stay effing calm.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire drill.
So I don't know. He's working on something.
Something wrong.
We're darn right. I'm going to do something. He's
okay.
Boy, when
a busy day.
I asked him about the
league.
Richter scale, and he said 5 in the middle of the segment, and then at the end, I'm out.
Had a couple calls, missed a few texts. Then we got what you guys have been hearing is Schefter is a little shook by something. Maybe it's something that's still developing.
That's what I mean,
maybe
right.
he's still working on hammering out, talking to all his sources, right, and making sure he's got it right. Who
Got
knows?
his little Andy Dufresne rock hammer, and he's trying to just chisel his way out. All right. And we didn't leave this as a possibility. He just made it up to get off the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to leave room for that.
We have to.
He's had enough of us.
Some solid acting.
Maybe. I don't know what percentage I would put on that. He doesn't like to put percentages on it, but that's got to be about a 5 to 10% chance. He's just like, fair. I got stuff to do. Let me make up something.
To these
Let me
yahoos.
just tell him it's a 5-alarm fire over here. I think we started this segment, guys. I'm swimming. Like, I'm drowning over here. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Pick it up.
Busy day.
Up tempo.
Busy day.
All right. So there is no news on the Micah Parsons situation, and I'm probably done talking about it for now. The other thing that we want to do was discuss some potential surprises in the NFL this year, what they could be. And TLC is going to throw some at us, and then we will decide whether it's surprise or no surprise.
Okay.
Right,
The music I like to bring for NFL.
Right, that.
They're really just football topics, honestly. I think I've done this for college football, too.
This is the old Tom Jackson, Chris Berman, NFL primetime, going to the highlights. He's going to get a block. Right, that.
It could go all the way, blah, blah, blah.
What's Tom Jackson up to? We're good, right?
Alive.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
You know what?
No, yeah, double check that, please. Just want to make sure our boy TJ's
We're
good.
Okay. Cleveland, Ohio zone. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
No, we're all good on
TJ's
him.
all good.
I'm just trying to find a drop. I actually just cut one recently. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Phenomenal radio.
3, 2, 1.
To all the non-believers, especially you, Tom Jackson.
What was that
That's
from?
Bart Scott.
I know it's Bart, but what?
Was he a Jet at the time when that happened?
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, that was with Sal
That was
Pal.
for Sal Pal.
That's the same interview.
Play the first one again.
To all the non-believers, especially you, Tom Jackson.
Jeez.
I love those type of characters.
Especially you, Tom Jackson, a first-team All-Pro. Let's call him out. 3-time Pro Bowler.
Well, I think they just beat
What's wrong with that?
Did they just beat the Patriots in the playoffs?
That would add
Maybe
up.
picked against him. I don't know.
Mark Sanchez in the crew?
Yeah,
that
so
team?
it would have been
I think you're
09
right.
or 10.
Yeah. I'm all for players giving it back to the media. I'm here for that. We need more of that, especially to some of the media talking heads out there that think they can say and do whatever they want, AR. Yeah, I'm here for that type of stuff. I know you're not, but I am.
No, I'm here for a guy. If he made, I would like to know what Tom said to deserve that. If he just picked against him, then
He just said he's a non-believer. So that means he probably picked the Patriots to win that game.
Mm-hmm. And that wasn't like a reasonable expectation.
Arrest him.
That's what I'm saying. All right, go ahead.
All right. So Dan Graziano put together an article on
Graz.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you something about Graz. When we were at the Super Bowl in Nolans, was talking to Graz, and I said, hey, we'd love to have you on the program.
Who else were you talking to, though? His wife.
You were working directly with the fact
man's
that he
wife.
thought I was working his wife was out of bounds.
I thought you were trying to pull up and get those digits. That's what he
You guys
thought.
are nuts.
I'm pretty sure in that sentence you said the words, I was working his wife, and that's all that we're going to hear later.
The drop king will never stop.
But she was his direct handler, though.
Yes.
She really was.
How do you handle a hungry man? A manhandler.
He's a cool dude, though. He really was.
That's kind of suggestive to me. Yeah, he was like side-eyeing me while he was on an interview, and I was talking to his wife.
Talking to my lady?
His wife's the one booking the interviews.
You brought her here.
That is
a very
amazing.
attractive lady.
Oh, man.
All right, so I'm talking to him like, oh, and you want to come back and do the show at 2:30?
Yeah.
Well, it would be 1:30 or whatever.
1:30 their time. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And he looks at his wife and says, "Where are we going to be? What's going on?" And she clearly took a liking to me and said, "We really have no plans."
And here's my.
And do you want to walk all the way back from wherever the ESPN headquarters are down there? And you know what? And then he said, "You know what? I'll do it." And then I went back to UNCB and said, "All right, what's the percentage?" And you guys went way low. And the reason I went high was that was a journalist. He's a media guy. He's not a former player. He's not going to say yes and blow you off. And he came back. And you guys had it at like 30%.
Well, I just think
on a return trip.
It's so hectic at Radio Row. As you obviously know in TLC, you will see in time.
Yeah. Santa Clara, baby.
For a guy,
his first trip's going to be Santa Clara?
It's not a bad
I
gig.
think you may have to work your way up to that.
You got a lot of work to do before that. But, AR, like, we've talked to some people out there, and I don't know if you want to protect this guy in his camp, but you made a strong effort to bring on a former NFL Super Bowl winning head coach.
I did.
And we got, they smoked us. Right, so that's why
I don't think that was him.
When you see stuff like that,
I think that was his handler.
Who high-hatted you?
That's why there's a little
I think it
doubt
was
in
his
my mind.
handler. He agreed to do it. Then I was told, "We'll head your way." And I looked at UNCB and I said, "Let's not move. Let's hold our ground." I go, "If we leave, we're done." And we left, and we were done. And how much was I hating myself? I was like, I know better than that. I've been there way too long for that to happen. I said, I know better than this. If we just waited another 3 minutes, we would have had it and knocked it out.
You said a Super Bowl winning head coach?
That's right.
Why did Dick Vermeil do that to you?
No, Dick Vermeil didn't do that to me. Dick Vermeil came on the program.
Why did Brian Billick do that to you?
Nope, wrong. I don't think you're going to get it.
Why did Bill Cowher do that to you?
I don't think you're going to get it.
0 for 3, big dog.
Mike Martz.
He's pretty good at this stuff, but I don't think he's going to get it.
0 for 4.
Keep going.
Tony Dungy
We'll spill this into the next segment.
Tony Dungy's
Can you name that coach in less than 15 guys?
Wouldn't have been rooting either.
Who?
Dan Reeves, what's he up to?
Nope, not Dan either.
Where are you at? Like 7?
Yeah. I don't even know. Who would have been the
Super Bowl winning coach?
Bill Belichick.
That would be on brand for him, but it wasn't him.
Maddie would have gone up to Jordan Hudson. Can we get your husband on or your boyfriend?
We're not talking about
Ooh. John Fox / Gary Kubiak.
No.
Whoever won with the Broncos. Okay.
Nope.
You want some hints? Should we give him a hint?
No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
I think we should just tell him.
I don't even know what
I don't want
decade
to tell
we're
him.
talking right now.
I actually don't want to tell him now.
Well,
Jimmy Johnson?
Well, we tell for the listener. We could do it for the listener.
Yeah, we'll tell the listeners. It was.
I'm surprised you didn't mention him. He's in the media now.
I'll drop my headphones.
He's in the media.
No, you got to hear this.
He's in the media now.
I can't hear you. Tell the listeners.
Sandusky, Ohio's own.
It was John Gruden.
It was
John Gruden.
Chucky.
He doesn't know. He still doesn't know.
All right, we told him.
There it is.
Okay,
The
I didn't
listeners
hear
know.
it. I didn't hear it.
The listeners know.
I have a lot of thinking to do in the commercial break.
All right, yeah.
My headphones were off.
And you do have your don't be surprised if list
yeah,
going.
I got that list up.
That'll be good for next.
Yeah.
Leading into our boy Dave.
And we'll hear more of this music next segment.
Richard. That's coming at 2:30. Maddie's picking 9 in fantasy. I'm picking 3rd.
Ready to win.
I think I have my guy, Maddie.
Active coach?
No.
Okay.
Nope. No. There's your hint. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
Factory direct is really pretty simple. The factory sells it directly to the consumer. I mean, we build it. There's nothing that anybody else does. We have stations where everybody touches the window. Everyone sees what's going on. So if there's an issue, we catch it as it's going down the line. That's probably the biggest thing, is the ability to make sure what goes out the door is what I want to go out the door.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
Buckeyes, the 2025 football season is here, and that means three things: football, game day, and smooth Jameson whiskey. Whether you're catching the game at home, at your neighborhood bar, or soaking up the team spirit at a tailgate, Jameson Ginger and Lime at Ohio State Athletics are a winning combo. So cheers to making game days even better with the official whiskey of the fans. Jameson, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Taste responsibly. Jameson Irish Whiskey, product of Ireland. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Copyright 2025, imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York. Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Is there anything better than a college football Saturday? Not if you're at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join the Fan for watch parties for the games this season. Oh, you got to check out the display case of amazing autographed prizes you can win. It's beautiful. 2 massive TV walls to watch the national champs. Watch and place wagers with over 30 kiosks. Contests, prizes, and live shows. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family may not listen to you, but we will. Sundays at 11, it's The Fan Call-In Show presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. You're welcome.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers.
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports ball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A lot more sunshine today after a chilly start. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid-70s across central Ohio, and then for tonight, partly cloudy with our lows down in the mid to low 50s. For Thursday, we will have a chance of showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast. Otherwise, we'll see some increasing clouds, partly sunny skies, and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Leads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Is there a possibility that the Schefter news was that Hendon Hooker going to sign with the Panthers practice squad?
They got him up out of Detroit.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep. I doubt it.
Okay.
All right, Schefter. You owe us one. Unless he's working on a bombshell.
He might be.
All right, so did you had time to think. Who was the Super Bowl winning coach that I had coming on the program, was told to basically go back to my set, we'll be there, and never showed? And it wasn't him. I don't believe.
I hope that he wouldn't do this. And now this name did come to mind. I didn't even say it because this would have been such an unbelievable get that it almost sounded too good to be true, and evidently it was.
Probably is.
Gruden?
It was Gruden.
It was Gruden.
Yeah.
It was Gruden.
I should have said it.
He was down to do it. He was talking to everybody and their mama down there.
I mean,
Radio
Dayton's own.
Yeah.
Ohio dude.
Born in Sandusky.
Ready to go.
I believe he was just here talking to Coach Day, I think, this week or the last week. So
Callahan Auto Parts, the whole deal.
He's
We were
on
ready to go.
tour.
He's an Ohio guy. He would have been in. I think his little handler, though, wanted to keep it pushing. You know, got us up out of the paint. They are.
Yeah, got to
You
go
live
get
and
you.
learn. Fortify your position. Don't leave. We were holding number 1 at Baskin & Robbins, man. We had the ticket. We were next up. Oh, well.
They still doing Baskin & Robbins? That's still a thing? See a lot of them with Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they're in bed with Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
Nice little topper.
We had some Dunkin' Donuts in here yesterday.
Mint chocolate chip.
I'm thinking of getting into 75 hard.
That's good.
Wait, what?
You don't need that right now.
Dude, yeah, I do.
Wait, what?
It's a quick weight loss program.
Oh, like that
if you will.
PX90 stuff used to be? or whatever?
P90X.
Yeah, something like that. You don't need to do that, right? What are you trying to do? You don't even have weight to lose right now, TLC.
I've been putting on a few, just a few. But I
don't think you need to do that.
I got to lock in. Because, I went to Wisconsin to visit my brother. I came back. I got sick. So the gym's been like iffy lately.
Okay.
So it's like, I just got to lock in.
Okay. I'm not mad at it.
Moving into my new apartment September 6th.
Oh.
New beginnings.
Wait a minute.
Time to regroup. Time to really get into it.
Big news. We got a bachelor.
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
The bachelor pad is ready to go.
As of September 6th.
Hey. He's about to be over there living his best life. I already know. I see that grin on his face. I know what that grin means.
What's that grin mean?
Love Island coming to your house. That's what's going to happen.
We can have watch parties.
Hey, any advice for the kids?
Just keep the ratio cool.
No, I'm staying out of this one.
Okay.
I got to let the kid do his thing. Because I'd probably rein him in too much, and he wouldn't like that.
I got to learn how to cook.
Nah.
No. That comes in time.
Well, I mean, I'm 26. It's been a long time, and I still don't know how.
What is cooking? Like, you know how to make a sandwich.
I know how to cook for me.
There you go.
Spaghetti and tuna melts.
Right, exactly. Yeah, ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Throw a couple pizzas in the oven. You'll be all right. You'll be good.
Well, he doesn't want to eat that now. He said he's got to lock in.
It's some of that California.
The whole cooking thing, I think, is the...
Eggs, ground turkey, ground beef.
Oh, look at this guy.
Some cauliflower.
Between the two of you guys.
Hold on. When I shop for myself, I can shop very healthy. It's just when people put food right in front of me, that's when I can't say no.
Okay.
And so that's when, Dunkin' Donuts yesterday. I
got like you.
I was looking over my shoulder before I was...
Burns it off naturally.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Just by being alive.
September 6th,
I had 2.5 donuts and I lost weight yesterday. How about that?
You're at that point in your life, man. You can get away with a lot of stuff.
You know what happens when
But I
your
had to go
real
play
life
basketball at night to do
when
it.
your real life exceeds your dreams? You know what you do?
Quit.
Keep it to yourself.
Oh.
Quit.
All right, what surprise did you have for us?
Okay, so Dan Graziano.
The Graz Master.
I got that far in the last segment. Let's see if I can get it one step farther. He put together an article on ESPN.com, and the topic is, don't be surprised if, for all 32 NFL teams. Now,
I'm in.
We're not going to do all of these. First of all, for time's sake, but also some of these are like really deep in the weeds. And so we'll kind of just hit the headlines. The Bengals do have an interesting one.
Okay.
For the Bengals, he is, don't be surprised if the Bengals return to the AFC Championship game. Would you be surprised?
It's a mild surprise. I'm with him. I wouldn't be surprised. They've got it on offense. We talked about it at the very beginning of the show. Their defense can only get a little better. I can't imagine it getting worse.
It might.
They allowed 25.5 points a game last year.
It might.
If they get to average, they're dangerous. They get back. They won 9 games, I felt, with offense. And so if you're telling me a horrible season is 9-8, then I think they can be a little better. Now, the key is that offense has to be as good as it was.
And healthy, right?
And healthy.
Yeah.
So these are all hypotheticals on health.
Yep.
No one can predict injuries. You get in the tournament with them, and you got a shot.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. What will surprise me is if the Bengals roll out a top 15 defense this year, which I don't think they need. I don't think they need. They get to 15 in that pocket of 15th to 20th. Then you're really cooking with hot grease if you're Cincinnati. Yep. But to Graz's point, it won't surprise me if they pop up in the AFC Championship game. They have the dude or one of the dudes at the most important position in their offense will do a lot of the heavy lifting.
I love this one. Don't be surprised if Bryce Young is in line for a contract extension next season.
It's not out of bounds.
There we go.
It's not out of bounds. Like, I don't think they're going to be bad enough. Do I really believe that they won't be picking high up in the draft? That's in play as well. Like, I still think their floor is pretty low. But TLC, what he did when he came back last year, he seemed settled to me. He really did. There is hope. I like some of the pieces they brought in this offseason to support him.
They traded away Thielen. Well. They traded away a veteran receiver.
Yeah, he's going back to Minnesota. I think that speaks to some of the belief they have in the guys in-house, right? I agree. There's a little bit of a, you look and there's a vision there, right? With Leggett on one side and McMillan on the other. So that wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, contract extension's a little bit overzealous. Like, it would
How much is it, right? Yeah.
It would just be an accomplishment if you picked up his 5th-year option after next year.
That's right.
And then you'd have 2 more years of club control.
Because you could do an extension like a deal like, I don't know, Sam Darnold got with Seattle. If he got that type of extension, that type of salary, that wouldn't surprise me. What will blow me away is if he plays at a high enough level to where he's in the 50 million club.
It's a crucial season. That's the bottom line. If he plays well, they'll extend him after the season. I wouldn't be crazy surprised. I think that they obviously have invested a little bit in trying to give him some weapons with McMillan in the first round, and you said Leggett. So, yeah, they're leaning into it.
Don't be surprised if Emeka Egbuka leads the Buccaneers in receiving yards.
Leads them in receiving yards. Godwin's not ready yet. Mike, here's why I'd say no. Mike Evans has that 1,000-yard streak, right?
Yes,
he's 32, and he missed a few games last year.
Yeah.
I feel like that streak is going to want to be kept alive somehow. I
agree.
I don't think he'll exceed Evans just because that's his signature, getting to 1,000 yards somehow.
Looking at some of the things Todd Bowles said, there's some... Man, they feel pretty good about Chris Godwin. It's been a quiet offseason for him, like this uncertainty. But looking at some stuff, TLC, they think he may be ready to go sooner rather than later. And so I think when he comes back, that'll take a little bit off of Emeka's plate. I still think it'll be Mike Evans. He's still the big dog down there. But Emeka, he's in a great situation because Baker likes to sling it. And that dude is going to be, because of Mike Evans and Godwin in time, in some one-on-one situations. And if you get that to Emeka, I think he'll take advantage of it.
Don't be surprised if San Fran ends up back in the Super Bowl.
I got to be out on that. I'm not seeing that right now. Vibes around them are really, really bad.
That sounds like a surprise.
As far as availability, like the guys that they have right now that are injured, like Ayuk's starting on the PUP list, and all the questions they have on defense, all the young guys that they're relying on defense. I don't see that type of ceiling for them, AR, right now.
Feels a little lofty.
Yeah.
When you compare it to the NFC and the Lions and the Eagles, and if Stafford stays healthy, Packers should be competitive.
Yep. They have championship DNA, but this is just
you said get to the Super Washington.
The Super Bowl?
Getting there or winning it? Just getting there?
Yeah, but either way.
Yeah, it was
they didn't just say make the. They went 6-11 last year.
They're probably fifth on my list,
and lost 1 million people on their roster.
Yeah, I can't roll with that.
A little bit. I'd be a little bit surprised, but I have predicted. The bounce back. They should get in. I mean, CMC stays healthy,
which is a
lot of if.
All caps lock right there. If with him,
we got some fantasy questions to be answered by our friend Dave Richard in 2 minutes. Rothman Ice and the Fan. The summer event is still on at Germain Honda of Dublin, and the deals are hot. Lease the rugged 25 Honda Ridgeline Sport for just $339 a month, or finance with an unbeatable 0.99% APR. Or drive home in the new 25 Honda Prologue EX. Lease it now for only $149 a month, or 0% APR, plus no payments for 90 days.
Get the deal you deserve at your main Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for full details.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Plumbing problems? Logan Services is here to help. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, sewers, and drains. Don't stress. Instead, take action and book your free appointment now. Logan Services.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The best teams don't always win titles. Sounds like AR and Maddie bragging about their fantasy teams.
Hey, that's cheating.
This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, it's that time. We revealed our fantasy order yesterday. Now it's time to pick the brain of the guru, our friend Dave Richards, CBS Sports HQ, and he has a show every morning, Fantasy Football Today, streaming on YouTube. You got to check it out. Get the insight. Get the real expert's opinion. Dave, welcome back.
It's great to hear your voices. I want to know who got the first pick and what they're going to do with the first pick.
Neither one of us got the first pick. I'm 3, and Maddie got 9 in a 10-teamer, half PPR.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So probably going to see a lot of running backs go in the first round, and that makes sense because it's not full PPR. And there is a limit on the number of wide receivers that I think you'll look at, and you'll say, oh, these are dudes that are going to get me 13-plus half PPR points per game. When you know what that number is, and this is something that everybody really needs to do before they go into their fantasy drafts, recognize how many stud receivers there are. The lower that number is, the more likely you should take one in the first round, or maybe even take 2 if you can, because the receiver position kind of drops off a little bit once those first 9, 10, 11, whatever that number is for you, whenever that number runs out, that's when you're going to see the receiver position get a little weak.
So it's interesting to hear you say that, because I've heard a little bit of counter to that there's more depth at receiver, and it feels like you could stack running backs early and then get depth receiver. Now, listen, I realize if you're picking one, obviously most people, especially here in Ohio, are going to take Jamar Chase. But sure. I do want to ask you about, let's play a couple of receivers off each other then. Let's say you are someone that waits on your number one receiver, and then you're dealing like somewhere in the high teens, 20s. Like you have A.J. Brown versus like Ladd McConkey. Like, where are you going there?
It's still A.J. Brown. There's concern about the hamstring injury and what that means for him, whether or not he gets off to a slow start this season once he's back practicing for Philadelphia. And for all we know, he'll be doing that really shortly because they have the first game. They're playing in a week. So if he's back at practice, then there's no sweat there, and A.J. Brown would be the guy to go with. McConkey really did benefit last year by the Chargers not having a good run game. Their run game is going to be a lot better this year. They've made some great additions. Omarion Hampton is someone that I really like, kind of in like that round 2-3 range at running back. And I think that's going to hurt McConkey, especially in your league and in non-PPR leagues, because McConkey really did a great job getting a lot of volume late last season, and I don't know if there's really a great chance for him to continue to do that.
Let's talk a little bit about Chase Brown here, because this guy is electric, as you know, Dave. But when we see him now amongst some of the top running backs in fantasy, like McCaffrey and Saquon, Jameer, and Bijan. Where's he stacking up for you amongst the elite fantasy running backs right now?
He's right behind them, and I think he deserves it. I think it's warranted. We know that last year he was great for the Cincinnati Bengals, and that whole Bengals offense was really outstanding. From week 6 until week 17, Chase Brown averaged 18 PPR, 16 half PPR, 14 non-PPR points per game, and he had 21 touches per game. And if you even go a little bit deeper, you drill a little bit deeper from week 9 through 17, okay, this is when he played 80% of the snaps in every game. The numbers went up huge by like 2 points each based on full PPR, half PPR, non-PPR, and he had 23.6 touches per game. So as long as he's getting that type of heavy workload, it should result in really good numbers and really good production, not only for fantasy managers, but for the Bengals as well.
All right, Dave. So let's say I like to play the game. Would you take him over this guy? And I totally agree with you on Chase Brown. Everybody likes him. He's in a great offense. They're going to score a lot of points. But would you take him over Devon Achane or Jonathan Taylor? Because I think that's the competition.
It is the competition. I would definitely take him over Jonathan Taylor if it's full PPR. I think if it's non-PPR, I think it's a lot closer. And because it's full PPR, and there's injury risk with Devon Achane, I would rather have Achane there as well, just because I know that Achane has a chance to get – I mean, if he ends up playing 17 games, we're talking about 100 catches for Devon Achane. And he's probably – I'm not saying this lately. He's the best player that the Miami Dolphins have right now. That's why they're taking their sweet time getting him ready and healthy for the start of the season. Their season is over if Devon Achane isn't available to them. I'm looking at my non-PPR rankings right now. Brown and Taylor back-to-back. I do have Brown one spot ahead.
Let's slide over and talk some quarterbacks here, Dave, and highlight a guy or maybe a guy or two that you are willing to wait on. We know Josh, Lamar, Jaden, Jalen, those guys are incredible. But if you are willing to pass on those guys and wait longer for a quarterback, who are some guys that you like right now?
And then I should mention that I am going to pass on those guys just based on what their average draft position is. We've got a metric that tells us where people are taking those quarterbacks in their fantasy leagues on CBS Sports, and they're going into round 2 to get Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, round 3 for Joe Burrow, and round 3 and round 4 for Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. I might be okay with Daniels in that range, and maybe Jalen Hurts too. But really, I'm trying to get a fair value at quarterback. And I see Jared Goff sliding, and everybody's really worried about what's going to happen with Jared Goff because Ben Johnson isn't there calling plays for him anymore. They point out that his center retired, Frank Ragnow. I don't see it. I think the Lions are still going to be one of the best offenses in football. I think they're still going to put up a lot of points. I think Jared Goff is at the helm and has done a fantastic job. I continue to draft him like he is a top 10 fantasy quarterback. And I don't mind waiting until, let's call it pick 100 to get Jared Goff on my team, to be a starter on my team. But he's not the only one. I really like Drake May. I got the chance to go to a bunch of joint practices over the last month, and I saw Drake May practice live in New England against the Commanders. And I'd say he threw about 35, 40 passes. 2 of them were off target of the 35, 40. He had a bunch of touchdowns. He ran for a touchdown. Really seems to have a great grasp on Josh McDaniels' offense. And this is an offense that's a heck of a lot better than what he was running last year. He's got a better receiving core. He's got a better run game behind him. The offensive line's been addressed. Everything's coming up roses for Drake May. And if I'm getting him in that same range, maybe a little bit later than Jared Goff, and I love it. If I ended my draft and my quarterbacks were Jared Goff and Drake May, I would be thrilled because it would mean that I would have spent a ton of my earlier picks on running backs, receivers, a tight end would get thrown in there, while everybody else in my league went and took a quarterback too soon.
Dave Richard with us, Fantasy Guru, CBS Sports, the Fantasy Football Today show streaming every morning on YouTube. All right, so let's talk about the tight ends, because clearly you'd have to reach for one of the top 3, I believe. You can tell me whether you want to wait but not wait too long. Where are you on the strategy of tight end this year?
I think you need to know how you feel about it before you go into your draft, but understand that if you're trying to get the next Travis Kelce, you shouldn't reach for him because I don't know if one even exists. And Kelsey was just such an anomaly for fantasy purposes. I know everybody's excited about Brock Bowers, and he is great. But we debate all the time on our Fantasy Football Today stream about just when you should take Bowers. And I'm in the camp that you should not reach for him. I don't think he's worth a top 20 pick. Last year he had about 9 targets per game. He was awesome. But that was when the Raiders had the 4th highest pass rate in the National Football League. They have since hired Pete Carroll. They hired Chip Kelly to be the offensive coordinator. These are 2 guys that love running the football. They drafted Ashton Genty. He's pretty good at running the football himself. And I just can't help but think that even with Geno Smith there, the passing volume is going to come way, way down in Las Vegas. And if the passing volume comes way down, and they still have Jacoby Myers, and they drafted a couple of rookies who can contribute, then are we sure that Brock Bowers is going to get 8.9 targets per game? Or is it going to look more like 7.5 targets per game? I still love him. Still one of my favorite fantasy tight ends. But when I line them up against other players that I would take in that top 20 range, that'll include Chase Brown, by the way. I'd rather go in a different direction. I'd rather let somebody else kind of reach for Brock Bowers because I know that I can get somebody like George Kittle around later. And Kittle actually outproduced Brock Bowers in fantasy last year.
Real quick, Dave, rank these Ohio State receivers for me and us. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, I don't know if you guys are going to love this or hate this, so I'm really curious about how you'll react to it. But JSN, in full PPR, he's going to be at the top of the list. I love the offense that he's in Seattle. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think he does take a step forward in Arizona. And then way down, there's a gap between those 2 and Garrett Wilson. Because Garrett Wilson has Justin Fields throwing to him. I think the Jets want to run the ball as much as they can. They have loaded up at running back to do so. They want to lean on Justin Fields' legs. These are things that would be problematic to a wide receiver, even one as talented as Garrett Wilson. This has nothing to do with the talent of Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's probably the best talent of the 3. But I think just he's in the worst situation of the 3. And in fantasy football, opportunity matters more than talent does. It's a strange dynamic, but that's just the way the game works. So Garrett Wilson, a distant 3rd.
Well done, my man. Can't wait to talk to you throughout the season, bud. Good luck with everything, and thanks for this time.
Yeah, thank you, and good luck with your drafts this weekend, guys.
Thanks, brother. Dave Richard. He is with CBS Sports Fantasy Football Today show on YouTube.
Guys, if you're at a point in your life to where you are just not feeling like you used to feel, that can change if you go over and see the wonderful folks at the Columbus Men's Clinic. You don't have to feel sluggish anymore throughout your day or when you go to the gym, because they will have so much good information for you at the Columbus Men's Clinic. And it includes, there's no gimmicks, there's no guesswork. All it is real science and effective treatments. Beyond just testosterone, they've got ED treatments and other options many men don't even know exist. Take it from me, fellas. I went over there, had some questions about how I was feeling, got all the answers, and I've been feeling great since I left the Columbus Men's Clinic. So call them at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Again, that's 614-300-7400, or you can hit them up at columbusmensclinic.com.
We come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Is there anything better than a college football Saturday? Not if you're at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join the Fan for watch parties for the games this season. Oh, you got to check out the display case of amazing autographed prizes you can win. It's beautiful. 2 massive TV walls to watch the national champs. Watch and place wagers with over 30 kiosks. Contests, prizes, and live shows. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Columbus Zoo invites you to follow the footsteps and the tales of animals from around the world. Explore our newest region, North America Trek. So what are you waiting for? Get your tail to our trails only at your Columbus Zoo.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
The roof of your home protects what matters most in your life. Your family, your memories, your peace of mind. So when it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy on why she chose Newman Roofing over all the rest.
We had interviewed and talked with several other roofing companies around the city. The salesperson that came to speak with us was extremely knowledgeable, answered questions, took his time with us. We were happy to make Newman our choice.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that on the day of the installation, we'll give you and your home the respect it deserves.
The guys arrived right on time. The crew leader came and talked with us, let us know what they were going to be doing. He was here all day with the crew. That itself was very impressive.
If you're thinking about your roofing or siding, give Newman Roofing a call today.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Dormar, your climate hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Common Man and Timmy.
Why did you get such a big tub?
I guess I screwed up.
You did screw up. Garbage. I think it's what to do with garbage.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation, founded by Nationwide Children's Hospital, encourages grown-ups to teach kids mental health skills and coach them through emotional challenges because kids' mental health starts with us. Find free clinician-developed mental health tools at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com now.
All right, can I give you guys a little truth? True or false, Matty, or tell the truth on the Kelsey Swift wedding?
I'm here for it.
Please.
I'm here for it.
Over under July 4th of next year.
Oh. That's not the over-under I thought you were to give us.
I got more. Got a lot of more for you, as Mr. T once said.
I'll say over. For whatever reason, I think this is getting dragged out, which may be a clue as to what my future over-unders are.
All right, so then the next question would be, will it be a shotgun wedding?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Because then I would say way under.
Well, she would have to have a baby inside of 8 months to qualify for that.
See, my mind goes to, do I think he's going to retire at the end of this season?
I think so. I think this is kind of a agreement on one final ride, one last season.
Did he get new money, or am I making that up? Like, did he get an extension of some sort?
Don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Maybe I am just making that up.
Brett Veach is too talented of a GM to pull that.
I don't know if maybe I thought in my mind they did like kind of a Trey Hendrickson thing, like a 1-year deal or something like that. I don't
think
know.
they just extended him through this season.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I had something in my brain when it came to that. I'm going to go with the over as well. I'm going to go with the over.
Where will the wedding take place?
In a foreign land, I promise you.
So outside the U.S.
1
So
million
here's the
%.
weird part about that. That's 9-1. You get 9-1 odds.
Where can I sign up?
The favorite is Tennessee.
Nashville?
Nash
I was
Vegas.
going to say, yeah, I think it's happening on American soil.
Casey?
That's some catered barbecue coming
Not
in
New
there.
York.
She's not putting up with that.
You know? Yeah, she probably ain't having that.
What do you guys got? Some corn pudding? New York?
That feels about right. That feels right.
Not Ohio.
Cleveland?
Nah, I don't think so, right?
Puddin' Bay.
Yeah, no.
Pennsylvania. Reading?
All right, the favorite is Tennessee.
What am I missing there? Why would Tennessee be the
Just
favorite?
the home, just like you said, Nashville.
She started in country music.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's connected to, maybe they have like a tight end U.
Where
Sorta
At
like-
Vander, they have it at Vandy every year, right?
Yeah, so
There you
maybe,
go.
maybe tight end U promotions and stuff, and they have like the whole production team filming
I'm
the.
sure she would love that. Sure she would.
Where
She wouldn't give
will
a
they?
crap about that.
Where will they honeymoon? Normal?
No, that won't
Hawaii.
be normal. Yeah, that'll be very
No, they're honeymooning
extravagant.
on the moon.
Europe.
That'll be very extravagant.
Okay.
Bora Bora.
Will Taylor and Travis sing a duet at the wedding reception?
100%. Stamp it.
Karaoke?
Print the shirts on that.
Oh, no.
Oh, they got to, right? You don't think they,
Is Jason the best man? 100%, right?
Yes.
Gotta be.
Dude, you could give me like minus
Yes.
1,000 odds. I
Is
think
that
I
your
still put
bro?
money on
Is that
it.
your little bro?
Mahomes will be a groomsman, right? Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be a groomsman.
It won't be like Ahmad Rashad, my boy from the Vikes, picking his groomsman. OJ and Bill Cosby.
That's tough. That's a tough look.
Those were his groomsmen.
Yeah, that's rough. That's
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
That's rough.
I have no idea who these maid of honors would be for her. I don't know who these people are.
Hit us with them.
Well, one is Selena Gomez. I know who that is. Blake Lively's another.
Yeah.
Emma Stone's in there.
Oh, yeah. So we know those. We know those.
I'm sure she has friends that aren't famous.
Who's
people.
Abigail Anderson Lucier? Who's that?
Abigail, I'm
Who's Martha Hunt? Who's Carly
She sounds
Kloss?
really old.
Yeah, these may just be a couple of the homies for her.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
They may be famous just for being Taylor Swift's friends.
Not a bad gig.
Here's the one that'd be almost impossible to predict. First dance song.
If it's one of hers,
That's corny.
That's a foul.
None of
that can't be
them are
that.
listed would
That's a
be
violation.
of hers.
Yeah, it can't be that. It can't be that. Let's not do that.
Now, I feel like she would pull some strings to have like some all-time great come in and sing live.
Like Adele or
She
something.
could
yeah.
throw her weight around and get
A little
that
bit of
done.
that,
That's
maybe.
for sure.
Old school or newer school? Like Shania or like old or like newer
Maybe
school?
both.
Maybe both.
You know?
I mean,
Male or female?
You talking about the artist?
Yeah. You could bring in.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
Sheeran's on this list.
Ed Sheeran.
And Blake
Nicole?
Shelton's on this list. Yeah. Eric Clapton.
Hell, you might have them all performing there. She might have
Might be
them
an
all.
all-star band.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not live. I mean, some of these people aren't even alive. Then cross them off the list. The songs are on there, but you couldn't bring in those artists. I guess you could bring in Clapton's alive, right?
What's he
I
up
think
to?
so.
What's he up to?
He might be in
Okay.
our listening radius.
As I said yesterday, everybody's day to day, but he's in the window.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good couple of truths there.
Yeah.
All
Be a
right.
great
All right,
wedding
well,
to be at. That's for sure.
I'll give you
Oh,
one.
how many at that wedding?
My
What is
goodness.
it? Real big wedding?
Oh, it's going to be massive.
Where do you cut that off?
That's what I'm saying. Like, because if you're Travis Kelce, how many of the teammates do you invite? Like, Andy Reid obviously has to get
really?
invited. How many of the coaches do you invite?
No.
Like, former coaches. Like, if you're Travis Kelce, there's a lot of people you got to think about.
They're all at the bachelor party.
I don't know how many people make
Zach
Sorry
Collaros
about
is
the
probably
wedding.
going. They're probably going to have some Cincy teammates there.
A lot
Yeah,
of those
like
guys would
McAfee
rather
will
go
be
to the
there.
bachelor party than the wedding. If they could only have one.
You had to pick.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, you're partying with Travis Kelce. Yeah, sign me up for that. That seems like a great time. So you're
How
probably right.
many slices of wedding cake will Andy Reid eat? So you guys are right. He is going to be there.
He's in the building. He might be a groomsman, honestly.
Take out slices. How many wedding cakes? All right.
Oh, my goodness.
How long is the wedding going to last? I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1. How long is the marriage going to last?
Until one of them's in the dirt.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in on them.
Maddie's all traditional. Till death do us part.
Hey, before we go, guys, if you missed anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up. Wherever you get your podcast, all you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. And Nicole Sheeran joins the boys at 3:30.
Ed Sheeran?
Okay.
Good stuff. Tomorrow, big day.
Nicole's going to be on Common Man and Timmy?
Okay.
Tomorrow, big day.
1 o'clock
Not
kick
one
for us.
Not one Hall of Famer. 2 Hall of Famers.
Shoot. I got to do that tomorrow.
We
Okay.
doubling down, baby. Doubling down tomorrow.
Orlando Pace and
Somebody remind
a
me about
gold
that.
jacket and another one.
And we
another
start
one.
another one. We start at 1 p.m. tomorrow,
I
ladies
think
and
so.
gentlemen.
Baker, remind me about that, please.
Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvis weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, the Fan.
Did you know Byers Airport Subaru is the oldest Subaru retailer in the entire country? And just like a veteran quarterback, we've been delivering winning drives for generations right here by the airport. At Byers, we treat every customer like part of the team because that's what keeps us in the game season after season. From tailgates to road trips, we've got the perfect Subaru to get you there. Kick off your next adventure at columbussubaru.com or visit us by the airport. Byers Auto, driving the next generation of buyers.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Summer's winding down, but you know what? There's still time to drop 20 with Awaken 180's 20-pound summer slim down. That's how I got started, 20 gone fast, and it propelled me straight to my goal of dropping over 75 pounds. You'll still eat, drink, enjoy summer, but the scale's finally moving. Then you finally hit fall with some energy, confidence, and clothes that actually fit again. Awaken 180's coaches, they keep you on track so the weight stays off. You can go to awaken180weightloss.com to start your first 20 now and finish summer on a win streak.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
One of the things I had decided when I started the company was we were going to build the best window possible. We were going to give the best service possible, and I think we've accomplished that. Our reputation is built on taking care of people and building a great window and then taking care of it afterwards. It's just a darn good window.
See for yourself. Visit RossatiWindows.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better. You've earned it.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
The dog days are the best days to save at Coughlin Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% financing on any new Kia EV, Sportage, or Sorrento, or 1.9% on a new 25 Seltos or K5. Visit CoughlinKia.com.
Based on January to December 2024 retail sales at all 4 locations. 0% for 48 months equals $20.83 per 1,000 financed. 1.9% for 48 months equals $21.65 per 1,000 financed. All manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Dealer financing required. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for